What's going on? This is BNT coming at you again. I wanted to sit down with you guys and have a clear criticism on the direction of some of a place that I came by, uh, and I guess actually there's no easier way to just sit down and just talk about this or ask the question. And I mean, I wanted to know, uh, does the manosphere do better under the leadership of a woman? I mean, I'm just asking. I'm asking just a straightforward question, man. I mean, does the manosphere do best being led by a woman? I mean, there's. I mean, shoot, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. You know, I thought I was gonna go to a place, where men would talk about stuff, hash out, get, search for a commonality of goals and decisions and look at issues and try to square away and work out some stuff. However, that's not the case. That's not the case. We seem to be in a vicinity. I mean, no offense. I mean, I understand the MGTOW one. The MGTOW one, those are dudes who are battling feminism and god dang, they feel that certain principalities or rules and doggone back in the day uh when certain colorisms or certain ethnicities were in power, they miss them days. That they miss them days. We understand some dudes got shafted by the community or the black culture, and so they were like, you know what? Shoot, I just can't. But now, I mean, goddamn, man, goddamn, we now are here where I'm gonna just be straight, man. I really believe these motherfuckers now, without a sound of a doubt, have mommy issues. This is not about black women. This is not about goddamn the fucking matriarchy. Because if it was about the matriarchy, I'm seeing honestly, this space is better run by a fucking woman. The goddamn nigga, as much the goddamn nigga that y'all done said that y'all trying to be a man, y'all ran right back to mama's house. I can't feel no type of way about this shit now. I mean, honestly, I gotta call straight down the middle. The chain has been broken. All the talking points. Y'all need to throw them motherfuckers out the window. You know what I'm saying about the child support, the pump and dump, all that fuckery shit. Y'all got no more smoke anymore. That shit is dead. I gotta be real. I gotta give it to the motherfucking go. You know what? You know what? At first, You know, I'm gonna say this out. I'm gonna say this real. I'm gonna say this. Be honest. Taz was right. Taz was right. I hate saying that, but I gotta give it to that nigga. But what pisses y'all off is y'all couldn't be the man that y'all wanted to be around y'all. Y'all couldn't. Y'all mama never saw y'all as a man, and y'all wanted that fucking respect by y'all wanted that woman in the street to treat y'all like your mama. That's what's going on. Y'all not trying to find fucking solutions. Y'all not trying to fucking actually learn and actually look at your inner demon and say, yo, I need to get my shit together. Y'all not really trying to, I mean, y'all talking about, well, we need to go do STEM in school. Nigga, how long y'all gonna be in fucking STEM? How long y'all gonna be in school? Y'all always talking about working at home. Working home from where? Mama's house? Who y'all trying to identify as? Proud Boys? The black community? No, nigga, you got a problem with your mama's house, not the community. It's your mama's house. Get mad at that bitch. So I understand that when y'all were craving so thirstily for fucking acceptance from a fucking woman, it was because your mama was the first woman that accepted you. And now that you found another woman that came by and gave you that honey tip suckling nectar from the tip, y'all niggas got a heart on. It is what it is. This is why I say, listen, we have to stop. We got. I'm not trying to motherfucker this shit about. Oh man, they listen, man. I don't give a fuck about trying to check women anymore. I don't. I don't. I don't. Run that smoke to your mama. Exactly. I mean, we gotta be honest, man. These dudes don't. These dudes ain't serious. I ain't never seen so many motherfuckers talk about child support, but then bitch about a goddamn woman. But then they saying that they can't get a woman to submit. Nigga, that's you. That's you. You are fucked up. Not the men, it's you. Other men I talk to out there in the world that are doing things, we don't have a problem talking with women. We don't have a problem with our masculine. We don't have a problem dealing with our kids. Now that these motherfuckers done got their fucking mother, Mother Teresa, Mother Mary, they feel safe. I done quit giving a fuck. Listen, I done quit giving a shit a long time ago. There was a brother last night try to kill himself. Dude last night tried to kill himself and attack his mama. Luckily, we got law enforcement involved and we got him into a mental institute. But this is from one of y'all motherfucking camp. How can you ask the women to respect you and all the men are under the leadership of a fucking woman, but you want the other women to follow you? The fuck? It is what it is, man. I mean, shit. I'm saying what you gotta say about me. I ain't got these problems over here, motherfucker. I don't. This is why a lot of these dudes cannot face reality of dealing with other men. The talking point, no offense, but other groups of men, when they look at this space, they look at this space weird as fuck. This ain't no serious talking point. These are all sexually deprived motherfuckers, man. I literally dealt with a dude last night because he could not control or have the woman he want because he couldn't control his own job and his emotions. That man attacked himself and his fucking mom. You know the one thing I had to tell his mother? You can't let that boy come back to the house. You need to cut him loose. You got to cut him loose. We did a talk yesterday. Talking about lobbying and political strength. But no matter how many times we kept on talking about politics and literally empowering oneself, it kept going back to a fucking woman. And I said, there's no hope. There's no hope. Y'all don't want the black woman. Y'all gripers with your mom. Y'all gripers with your mom. It's self-apparent. I sat down and let my mother and my father listen to at least about 4 of y'all content creators' talking points. Unanimously, my mom, my father, my uncle, and also my cousins, they all agreed mommy issues. They never heard this. They never heard this concept before. Never been around this space. Don't plan to ever come to this space. How the fuck did 15 unanimous black people all think it was mommy issues straight down the middle? What y'all gonna tell me now? I understand my demons. I get my problems. I ain't got no problem coming out about my sins. I'm a man. But what we ain't gonna pretend like that we all men in this space. Because I'm no offense, but when I'm hearing that men are saying because of a woman that made them a better man, then that would tell me that honestly, it's the women shaping the men into being men. Oh, really? I don't even want to say they're being men. They're puppets. How the fuck y'all talking about divesting, but then y'all run over to a fucking woman? How the fuck y'all say that y'all don't deal with certain type of women, but yet somehow y'all know everything? No offense. Y'all know more about Cynthia G than she knows about you, motherfucker. I ain't never thought I'd see the day. But you get mad when other men say, yo, why the fuck y'all always checking for a broad that y'all don't fuck with? There must be something going on. There must be something about her you like. Let's be honest. There's a reason why certain black men are starting to succeed from this goddamn space now. This space ain't getting better. Y'all being led by a woman and a goddamn, I don't know, bussy boy. If I knew the choir director and the goddamn woman were what we needed to goddamn lead y'all to finding y'all goddamn fucking, I don't know, whatever the fuck kind of masculinity this shit is. God damn, I knew shit. I knew we were fucked up, but god damn, I never knew we were this fucked up. They ain't no we. It's y'all. Let's just call it what it is. It's y'all. There was a reason why y'all daddy left y'all. I'm starting to understand why y'all daddy left y'all motherfuckers. I'm starting to really understand why some of y'all dads walked out on you. Because we see in real time that the most influential people are tuned into their femininity. Make that make sense. Y'all looking for masculinity, but y'all finding masculinity through femininity. But y'all want the world to see y'all as masculine leadership. Where's the power in that? Where's the power in that? Let me know. Y'all done had people of different other cultures come in here and call y'all stupid. And then the woman put them on the motherfucking panel just to clown y'all some more. And y'all still paid your motherfucking tithes and offering. What the fuck? Y'all done had people talk about sex and dick and all kind of crazy shit. And y'all put on y'all motherfucking goddamn glitter and pom-poms and say, these are the type of men that we need to be about. God damn it, boy. I know Ron Paul must have woke up late at night and said, God damn, I done heard it all. Shit. Y'all done ran to goddamn saying Donald Trump is what y'all need to look towards in masculinity. When he called y'all sons of bastards. In other words, he recognized y'all are men that never had a masculine figure in your life on national TV. Are we gonna forget that? That's what Donald told y'all. He told y'all when y'all were taking y'all knee. Y'all don't got no fathers. Y'all are bastard children. And actually, he was right because honestly, we see it happen in real time. I never seen so many one. Y'all got so many versions of this goddamn space. Like, dude, stop calling it a man space. This is not no fucking man space. It never was a man space. Stop being a man space 2 years ago. Y'all can't say y'all fighting femininity. How the fuck you fight femininity with the fucking the pastor is what you're fighting? The fuck? The fuck? That's like a Klansman sitting at the head of the Black Panther Party. That's like a Baptist pastor going to the mosque preaching about Jesus to a bunch of Muslims. Make it make sense, dog. Please help me understand y'all motherfucking logic these days. Motherfuckers talking about we need to go find examples of men, but y'all go to the dudes who never even been in the house with their children, but impregnate women and then leave them in their kids. But say them kids should have starved, but not get on any type of assistance. I mean, y'all could try to. I hope. I hope if y'all want to tackle my talking points, please email me. Blackbrother at 123 I give 0fucks.com. I mean, I'm just being honest, man. I'm being holistically honest. Majority of the dudes that we're starting to see come through the space are having mental issues, family background issues, sexual retention issues about things inflicted in their fucking past, issues against their fucking mom and shit, talking about how she wronged them or some stuff of their life. Motherfuckers talking about how they need to be high value, but when we look in their background or some shit, they either in some fucking goddamn junkyard or some shit, or some goddamn the fucking goddamn hill has eyes type of background with a nasty ass background, wallpaper all moldy as fuck, goddamn dresser look like some shit from goddamn the back of Goodwill and shit. Nigga, how the fuck you gonna talk about leveling up? Nigga, you couldn't even go buy a goddamn dresser from Walmart. Nigga, get your life together first, dog. But you want a bad bitch in your house. The fuck? Dudes coming on here having circle jerks. Bukakis, talking about a woman for goddamn 7 hours. The fuck, dog, I ain't never, listen, bro, I ain't never put that much energy into a woman in my fucking life. I ain't never even sat that long and talked about my old lady for that long. God damn. You know the only people I ever seen that actually pull that off? Women at the salon. When I'm watching black men gossip about everything that women do. But then I find out these same niggas got fucked up baby mamas and shit. I'm like, how the fuck you talking shit, nigga? Well, the court took my child away. No, nigga. Let's be real. Why don't you tell us what really happened down in the court documents, nigga? Nah, that judge. Nah, nigga. What really went down? I get it. There's women out there that's fucking lie. We ain't gonna lie. We ain't gonna lie with that shit. Oh, there's some trifling bitches. But oh, woe is me. From some of the stuff I've been seeing come across, and best believe I've been doing my due diligence on finding out about some of y'all. Some of y'all motherfuckers got some domestic charges against y'all. Some of y'all have some DUIs, some neglect issues. We done seen from statutory rapists, pedophiles, and women beaters all in this motherfucking space. Let's tell it like it is. In this space now, I have seen more people. Y'all can't even get mad at Pookie anymore. Y'all really can't get mad at Pookie. How are we gonna get mad at Pookie? And I done run into goddamn more pedophile, statutory rapists, and goddamn people with domestic violence charges on them and adulterers in this space than anywhere else I have seen in the goddamn hood. Fuck. I ain't never seen this many motherfuckers goddamn. No wonder why y'all can't cam up. Y'all on a watch list. Oh, I can't cam up, the safety of no motherfucker. You know damn well your ass ain't supposed to be nowhere around anybody of goddamn civility. Your ass is on a motherfucking watch list. Stop. There was a reason why that woman took that child away from you. Nigga trying to feed a whole goddamn family on a goddamn $10 an hour salary, but bitching about, well, he should learn how to hold out for me. Nigga, this ain't no slavery. This ain't good times. Nobody told you to get the hoe from down the corner pregnant and think that's all of a sudden she's supposed to stop her life from you. The fuck? You got old ass, ashy ass niggas talking about how they need black men empowerment, but waste their motherfucking time always talking about pussy. I'm like, wait, how does that work? I ain't never seen this many motherfucking counselors and therapists a day in my fucking life. All of y'all now all of a sudden the counselors, therapists, motherfucking goddamn admins and shit. So why the fuck all these mentally insane people coming into this space? You know what? Crazy attracts crazy. I'm gonna be honest. The majority of the women that be hanging up in some of y'all chats ain't nothing but goddamn hoes. Hoes looking for the next lick. I'm being honest. The majority of the women that y'all think that are on y'all team are motherfucking hoes using y'all for the next fucking lick. Using y'all for the next IG come up. Niggas talking about game and shit. Yes, they looking at you as a fucking game. Like, listen, bro, nobody's taking this YouTube shit serious like this anymore. I'm just being honest, man. I ain't never seen dudes get so happy to hear an effeminate voice on fucking YouTube. I'm like, what the fuck? Nigga, I can go to McDonald's and hear that shit. I done heard me and Jay literally heard a dude talk about how he wish he could get his kid back on one panel. Motherfucker go to the next panel and start talking about how he had an addiction to goddamn crack and meth. I was like, what the fuck? Hold up, bro. Wait, whoa, pause, whoa, pause. Nigga, we are not going to pretend like we didn't hear that. You just gave us a whole goddamn Hallmark story about how evil that bitch was. But now the next goddamn panel over, you talking about how you were on goddamn dope? The fuck? Jay just be hitting me up. I told you, bro. I told you every day. I be like, God damn, can y'all prove this motherfucker wrong? Motherfucker be talking about how all of a sudden, goddamn, the black community fucked up, but they inside their mama's motherfucking goddamn basement talking shit. We gotta keep it quiet. Do y'all ever wonder why a lot of these dudes can never y'all ever wonder why whenever some of these dudes are talking, you never hear family or anything around their house or around their property? Just no, I want you to holistically think about that. I want you to think about that. Why is it that whenever a lot of these dudes are talking, you never hear or see them maneuvering or doing anything else but in just one space of the motherfucking basement? Now, motherfuckers think y'all impressing us by grabbing some goddamn meth addict bitch and putting her on goddamn the screen with you, saying a few words of encouragement. And yes, you know who you are. Your bitch is a meth addict. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Let's call it what it is. Y'all paying fucking hoes on dope in third world countries and shit to fuck y'all and suck y'all little wee wees off and shit. Nobody feel bad for y'all. That's the most submission you're gonna get is when that bitch is doped up. Oh yes, B&T got all the smoke this morning, baby. B&T got all the smoke this morning. If it not been for goddamn great Jehovah, praise be Martin Luther King. Pray that one day I never have to drop receipts. But I promise you, this whole place will be under CPS. There's a reason why I say it's best to leave me be in my corner. Sometimes y'all just tell on yourselves. Sometimes I'm like, fuck. Y'all be so messy. I be swearing, dude. Preach about the gospel of masculinity 1 second. Then all of a sudden a woman show up. Y'all niggas forget everything y'all say. Y'all fight over a woman that y'all ain't never touched, seen, or even fucking even know her name. Shut up, Desky. You ain't getting that shit. I'm just saying, man, I thought it was about I thought the masculinity part of being a man was doggone shit comes and goes, but it's as a man for you to get over and move past that shit and actually triumph over your obstacles. That was the whole point of being a man. You're going to deal with fuckery. You're going to deal with bullshit. You're going to deal with different upsets in life, but it's your job as a man to move on past that. If your father hadn't told you that shit, your cousin, your brother, your uncle, your granddaddy, or a man in your life hadn't told you that shit. But see, y'all are used to having that mama. You know, see, there's an analogy for those of us who are parents. That when a child is trying to learn how to walk, what happens is that child we know is going to fall because they're trying to learn how to get their balance, their footing in life. But see, what happens is it's the duty of the parent to, after a while, is supposed to step back and let that child fall and get back up again and keep trying. Yeah, the child's gonna bust their ass. Yes, the child is going to look around and say, yo, did y'all just see what happened to me? But see, it's our job as society to step back and say, get your ass up and try again. But see, what I'm seeing, because we now have a mother in the midst. Praise be Manosphere, Mother of Mary. Praise be her. I give her praise. I may have to go over there and pay my dues. Maybe that's my problem. I didn't pay my dues to the mother. But praise be the mother. Praise be Mother Manosphere. Praise be the Holy Father. See, now we have the father and the mother. Now, see, y'all now have y'all mommy and y'all got y'all daddy now. So the family is just about complete. I don't see that was our problem. B-Dub, that was our problem. Tad, that was our problem. Dude. We were trying to stop a family from being formed. That's all they wanted was a mommy. That's all they want. They needed a mommy to hold them and say, it's okay. I am here. I will lead you. Whenever you want to cry, you can suckle on my tit, and I will tell you the words of comfort while doggone putting my hand through your nappy ass here. Now, don't get you. Now, I'm not checking for y'all. I always find it funny when mommy says, listen, I'm not turned on by you. Y'all motherfuckers don't ever have a chance with me. I'm your mother. I'm not your woman. See, sometimes mommy has to warn. See, sometimes you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful sometimes. when you're growing up, right? As the boy gets older, sometimes when he's growing up in a single parent home, mommy has to start telling the boy, you can't come in the room while mommy is getting dressed. You can't come around while mommy is getting ready for work. But mommy, why? I get to come around you any other time. No, listen, I'm not turned on by you, son. You're just my son. See, y'all think mommy gets turned on by y'all presence of being around. No, mommy wants a man. Mommy wants a man. Y'all, I gotta be real with y'all. Y'all are just not that man for mommy. Mommy leads you. Mommy tells you what the fuck to do. You pay mommy's rent, but mommy don't see you as that man. God damn, boy. Goddamn, BMTV just goddamn breaking down goddamn algorithms every motherfucking day. Maybe, hey, maybe my grandma, my uncle are right. Maybe I might need to go back on the pulpit, man. I don't know. The gift just never left me. You see, y'all want mommy to see you as that man. It's okay, mommy. I can be that man. I can be that leadership. Don't you see that masculinity in me? But mommy's never going to see you like that in this space. Mommy's never going to see you as that champion. She don't see you as that guy. You don't got the balls because you still going to her. So when some of us are saying, yo, you need to get out your mama's house, what are you talking about? Mama is telling it like it is. Mama's telling how masculinity needs to be. So you ain't gonna never leave outside mama's house. You ain't gonna never truly level up. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. That's why I don't lose no fucking sleep no more, man. I don't. Y'all need mommy. I don't. What the fuck? I moved out of my mom's house when I was 16. The fuck? My mom told me, ain't nothing more I can do for you, boy. You getting too grown for yourself. Hey, go stay with your brother. Or stay with your father. Maybe I'll tell y'all that story another time. See, that's how it was for some of us back in the day. After so long, when you start getting a job, start doing certain stuff, after a while, mama knew, hey, I can only give you certain guidance, certain clues, but at some point, I gotta let you go. If I got to, I'll go ahead and call up. I'll go ahead and call up mine, or I'm gonna call my father. You're right, B Dub. A lot of them do, but see, they're not looking for the guidance of, yo, man. See, they don't need. See, here's the thing, man. They keep talking about leaders and guidance. I got to be real with y'all. I'm only hearing. This is why, and I'm gonna be for real. Black men, this is why y'all are weak. Y'all are grown fucking men. Y'all are grown fucking men. Y'all talk about the leadership of the patriarchy in a fucking home. Do you think I can go to V-Dub's house and lead him? Oh God, thank you. Thank you, Mother Mary of the Manosphere. Do you think I can go to Desky's house and lead him? Oh. Do you think I can go to Reg the bad guy and lead him? Do you think I can go to the GOAT and lead him? You think I can go to a fucking another man's house and lead him and tell him how to be a fucking man, man, he would tell me shut the fuck up and get out my house. See that? You right, Kev. Why do you as a man, you a man, you a motherfucking man. Why do you need a leader still? Why do you still need breast milk to be a fucking man, but yet you want to talk about, you want to lead a household? Oh, hell no. See, you don't need no household. Not if you still need some leadership. We ain't talking about that, Mike. Stay on topic. I don't give a fuck what them goddamn freaks were doing out there twerking. If they want to twerk because they want to vote, shit, let them twerk. They pay their taxes to go twerk on the goddamn Capitol. Go ahead and twerk. I don't give a shit. What y'all think about a goddamn woman leading the Manosphere? Tell me about that topic. I don't give a shit about people want to go out there and twerk. Y'all worried about what people out there in the street doing, but then y'all can't do. Y'all got it all fucked up. Y'all talking about y'all need the women to get in line and shit. Get your own bitch in line. Do you even have a woman to goddamn say, hey, baby? This is why the women be checking y'all. Thank you. I can't even. I ain't got no smoke for BLM. Shit. Listen. Say what you gotta say about the black woman and the pookie that be out there in the streets. But shit, at least the motherfuckers out there. They want to go out there and shit. They can go out there and do all the shit that they want to do. They out there. Take y'all asses outside of motherfucking mama's house. Get from in front of this goddamn computer. Oh right, I forgot y'all warriors. Y'all got y'all scholars. Y'all are goddamn whatever the fuck y'all say y'all are. I know y'all doing y'all twinkle towards wars and shit. See, I got no problem turning off the internet. Motherfuckers think they tell listen, bro, y'all motherfuckers send me messages every motherfucking day about the woes of the world. BMT. I'm like, God damn, man. You know what I tell my kids after a while? Go outside. But dad, go outside. Shit. My kids kept on doggone talking about all the goddamn shit going on. I said, go outside. I took some dirt and threw it right on them. I'm dirty. Good. Go play. Fuck. Learn that the world hurts. I done told y'all, man. I don't know what more we can do for a whole slew of y'all. Y'all can talk about all this politicking all you want. See, other groups are now maneuvering. They're maneuvering. What are y'all trying to do? What do y'all honestly want? Look, I don't honestly give a shit, man. You can talk about agendas all day. Agenda 21, Agenda 440, talking about these goddamn doctrines and shit. Listen, man. It don't mean a goddamn thing to me. I don't. Hang on, I'm on my phone. Let me go ahead and send it out here. There we go. Had to fix that. I got to be realistic with y'all. It ain't gonna get no better. If y'all hoping that doggone, if y'all are hoping that y'all leadership, this is why a lot of y'all, man, I can't take y'all serious. I stopped a long time ago. I just, like I said, I side eye people. Like I said, man, I'm tired. Y'all can say what y'all got to say about me, but I'm out here. I'm living. I'm thriving. I'm doing me. I ain't losing no fucking sleep. I don't. You know what? Honestly, it comes a point, time in the life where a man got to one day just step the fuck up and just be a man. But see, that's not the case around here. I get it. Yeah, some of y'all just ain't gonna get it. You know, I told that brother, I said, God damn. I had to talk with the brother before they committed him. And I told him, because he said to me, he said, it's not fear. He said, it's not fear. I said, when did life ever tell you it's supposed to be fair? I said, who told you that life was supposed to be fair? Who told you that? He said, but I'm a good man. Says who? Were you a man when you tried to attack your mom? Were you a man when you were running around screaming on the phone and shit? I know somebody saying, well, BMT, you attacking somebody mentally ill. No, I just call the devil for what it is. Some of y'all need fucking help, man. Some of y'all might need to actually, you know, dial back. I get it. What I'm saying is blasphemy. What I'm saying is utter trash. I ain't never said I was a good man. I ain't never said that. I never claimed that. I just is what I is. Nothing more, nothing fucking less. But what we do understand is this space is best run. I gotta be honest. This space is best run by a fucking woman. And I acknowledge that shit. Ain't about no fucking bag. Saying about no fucking goddamn who's popular or some shit. The fuck out of here. This space is about doggone having acceptance. That's what they want, Kev. I know that. See, if you remember the movie Rocky, and in Rocky would sometimes ask Mickey, when you gonna let up? And Mickey would say, I have to break you down, Rock. I got to break you down. I gotta break you down and build you right back up. And so that's what Mickey would have to do to Rocky. But in the end, it made him a better man. It made him a better man. But then Mickey could only carry Rocky, but so far. So he went over there to the brothers, and they had to fuck him up. They had to break him down again. See, that's the part of goddamn being a man. Sometimes you have to break it down and then rebuild it back up. Then break it down again and then rebuild it back even better. Shit, look at Apollo Creed. Shit, goddamn, look at Creed. Goddamn, Michael B. Jordan got all the mommy issues in the motherfucking world. I swear, boy, that's just. I don't even think he'd even acting when he be doing his role. I think he just be actually just showing us exactly what the fuck going on with him. I mean, goddamn, every goddamn movie this nigga got mommy and daddy issues and shit.
All the
Wakanda.
way back when he played Wallace. Even when he
Yeah,
played Wallace, he had mommy and daddy.
exactly. I'm like, goddamn, nigga, like, I guess the best role you do is when you in mommy issues, whoa, with fucking, after a while, his mama said, listen, I can't do nothing for you, nigga. The fuck? After a while, his mom said, you can't be coming back here. No. You can drop the grandbaby off, but your ass is too crazy. I see. After a while, see. Shout out to goddamn Miss Huxtable. That's what I just call her. She after a while, she said, "Listen, Creed, I can't take your crazy ass. I can't take your crazy ass coming back in this house. You all crazy and shit. You getting into fights. You talking about you trying to find your masculinity. You know what she did? She said, take your ass to Rocky. You go to your new daddy, but I can't do nothing with you.
Tough. That's that tough love. Sometimes you gotta love your kids enough to let them go,
That's exactly what she.
and
That's
that's
she.
that.
That's
And I
what she
think
had to.
that's the issue.
That's what she
Is
had to.
that I
She said,
think a lot of I hate to say it, but somewhere along the lines, I don't think it's mommy issues. I think it's daddy issues.
oh, don't worry. That's tomorrow's. Oh, y'all gonna like tomorrow's episode tomorrow, bro. Y'all
I
gonna like
think it's
tomorrow's
that, like they
episode.
always kind of equate. I think people, and I'm not just talking about this space. I'm just speaking in general. I think people always equate daddy issues to daughters, but I think, and I'm not saying that women don't have daddy issues. They do. But I think men have daddy issues, especially when the, the father wasn't in the picture for whatever reason. I think it's a little bit of both. They have mommy issues because they mad at their mother because why did that? It must be their mother fault that dad left, and then they have daddy issues maybe because they don't know really why dad left. You know what I'm saying?
Or they don't know who he is.
Mm. Don't worry.
I mean, some of them are just battling with their sexuality, but that's another conversation too.
I will be doing tomorrow. Daddy, teach me how to be a man. That will be tomorrow. That's for tomorrow's episode. Daddy, teach me how to be a man.
But I guess I have a question for D-Row and BMT is at some point, like at what point would one stop blaming their absent father or their fucked up mother or whatever? Isn't there a point where you have to like just figure the shit out on your own?
Yes. And so basically the way I look at it is that I can understand you being a young man, 18, 19, 20, even around 21, early 20s, trying to navigate adulthood and learning responsibility, accountability, um, learning to attempt to problem solve and make better decisions and so forth. And you look towards others for guidance because of your lack of experience and so forth. But when it comes to a point where you're approaching, over 21, 22 into your mid 20s, now it's about yourself. I mean, you have to have the ability to look at the fact, regardless of what circumstances that I have, I'm responsible for myself, and I can't continue to blame others or be upset with others because of the cards that I was dealt. Now I have to basically make the best out of my situation. The issue is that, Gene, when you really look at it, we're talking about 30, 40, 50-year-old men who are basically immature, who are basically functioning and saying things that a person in their teens and early 20s should be trying to resolve. And so to me, it speaks to the immaturity as a man, regardless of if you don't have your mother or father or whether both. It's how you're going to deal with it, how you're going to cope with it. Uh, I mean, you can get help. You can get. I know it's kind of you know easy for me to say this, but I mean, you can seek that through therapy. You can seek that through mentorship. You can seek that through your church. You can seek it. There are tons of ways in which you can seek. It's particularly for men to seek the um, advice or the guidance of a man that you can see that's actually doing well for themselves. I mean, that does exist. Uh, you know, and but they don't do that. I mean, they want to continue to complain, whine, do all the things that like a teenager or someone that's immature doing. You want to deal with things without resolving issues. When you look at the manosphere, even today, no one has any solutions for anything. No one comes up with any solutions. It's all a blame game. And say, it's funny being the reason why I came up because I just did a video yesterday on this exact topic. I said, basically the manosphere is matriarchal. Even though they talk about patriarchy all the time, and we should, you know, um, and instill this into the community and do this and do that, demand this from women, and they better stay in line and all these different things. Basically, it's a matriarchy. I mean, because soon as this person came into play, they showed their true colors. They showed what they were really wanting. They showed what they showed their true colors for the most part. So just in essence, to everything I'm saying is that, I mean, we're hearing guys talk about stuff that happened 20, 30, 15, 20 years ago. And so you're right. There is a time, regardless of the circumstances, you have to be responsible and realize, hey, this is what happened. I can't change it. I can't change my childhood. I can't go back and take back this. I'm not even confronting those who, um, as far as from a parental standpoint, mother or father, I don't have the balls to or the wherewithal to even confront them on the fact that they didn't do certain things for me. Now I have to, as a man, make the best of my situation and make the decisions and be accountable for myself. So that's how I look at it.
Yeah,
I
I'm sorry.
wanna.
They're like cutting down trees outside or mowing the grass, but so you probably hear a lot of noise. But I was gonna say, and I know I said this on your show before, Joe, where I think we were lied to, like men and women. I think we were lied to, and I think people haven't let that go yet. Meaning, when you come up, it's like, oh, go to college, get a good job, you get married and you have a white picket fence and a house with 2.2 kids, and life will be great. And by the time you hit 30, you should have all these things. And then 30 comes and you don't have those things. And it's like, well, I was promised a house and a wife and in this life, and well, they lied to you. You had a bump in the road, a lot of bumps in the road, especially. And that's the thing. A lot of it, it's not women's fault. It's like it's the economy's fault. It's living in a capitalistic society fault. It's nobody's fault. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's where a lot of the animosity comes from. It's not, and it's like it just turns into a lot of men blaming and women blaming on both sides. And once you come to the realization that you've been lied to by the powers that be for your whole life, I think your life will be easier.
You know, I wanna. I wanna. I would tell you. I would want to say this, and just being honest about it. That a lot of people, they blame their parents or their upbringing for their dealt hand. It's like getting dealt a hand in spades. You can't choose your book. I mean your hand. You just can play it to the best you can. You feel me? And a lot of them, you know, got mad at that. Like I told one dude, you know, my mom was a hoe. Oh well, who do you think was keeping your lights on, nigga? Like shit. I mean, your ass was born. She laid on her back. So your ass could goddamn get paid. Well, she ain't got to do that. Well, shit. What the fuck? Well, she should do your ass to CPS. That's fucked up, BMT. No, that's life. That's life. Everybody don't have the
I
ideal.
mean, it's like you can't win from losing. Would you have
You
rather have been
can't,
in the streets, been in a foster home, or
you
the
know,
fact that she sucked a couple dicks to make sure you have food in the house? Like,
listen,
I
I
can't
done heard
fault a
it
sex
all.
worker.
I done heard it all. Somehow, a lot of them would like to believe that because uh, if their parent had made better decisions, the society will be better. That something about what's
But
going
that's
on.
where the mommy and daddy issues come through
It-
because now it's
it-
like, and that's what we were kind of saying, is that they're mad at their mom because their mom didn't pick a better father, I guess.
okay, now so if that's the talking point. That's the talking
Yeah,
point.
that's a big issue with that. To me, that's one of the biggest deflective issues that they say, because they're assuming, and this is a big thing about, you should choose better, you should vet better. But regardless of how good you claim someone is supposed to vet, you can't control what a person is going to do in the longevity of the relationship. People change, other circumstances come about. I mean, they just have, it's very frustrating as me as a therapist to listen to this stuff, because they don't look at things from full scale. They don't look at things from a long-term perspective. They just look at things as being black and white with no gray in the middle, and it lacks any flexibility in things. I'm like, to me, I expect my 15-year-old son to think like that. Like, oh, uh, if this didn't happen, it means that. So that's what it is. Nothing else. There's no other variables. There's no other things that could contribute to something. You're looking at something in a very elementary manner. Wouldn't you think that in the development of, you think that woman had sex with this man and trusted to share her body with him for him to leave her in return? Like, do you think that was the outcome that she wanted? Like, come on, guys. I mean, there's other things, maybe her fault, his fault, or both, that led to the things that happen. Yes, people make mistakes. I mean, these are things that is typical of any relationship. Mistakes happen when you're young, older, or whatever. You think you know somebody, you think whatever. I mean, this whole thing is just, oh, well, it's her fault. She should have did this. She should have did that. Why would she date the Pookie? And I'm like, man, this shit is frustrating to be listening to. I mean, I'm just thinking of it because I've been in this space listening to this stuff for like what since for 4 years now, and nothing has changed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you're hearing the same people 4 years older saying the same shit. And I'm like, man, like I'm like, I can't believe this. Like, like, wow, this is like, I'm just wondering, is this like a recyclement of, just because they have new listeners every so many months or so, that they buy in and listen to this same stuff over and over and over? But you can't blame somebody for something that you can't. It's like, I can't control what another person does, no matter how well I am as a partner. I mean, if you're even in a marriage, you can't. I mean, you can only put your side of it. But if that person wants to leave, no longer decides to love you anymore, leaves you, the kids, I mean, you have to deal with that. I mean, I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's your fault, you know, but there's so many complexities that when it comes to marriage or a relationship, and no single mother acts, for the most part, acts to be a single mother. I mean, most of those women, there are some women that do want a child and don't really want the relationship, but for the most part, that's not the case. These women wanted that man, and that's why a lot of them act that way towards the guy, as far as child support and other ways after that, because they wanted to be with him with the child, not me struggling on my own trying to make it and so forth. I mean, but it's just like they can't see that. They can't see the dichotomy between men and women and how these things is like, oh, well, she got two kids for two different men. She should have chose. She should have did. I'm like, oh man, like wow, like no. I mean, it's more than that. There's more to that story than just simply choosing better.
I think the thing about it is, I think the thing about it is, some of them are trying to get a take back or a get back in life on what happened that they could not control, or after seeing something of an experience of, well, I saw this and that, if I could have stopped dad, or hell, if I could have get mom to sit down and understand and all this shit. And I'm like, dude, you was a child. There was nothing you could do. There was nothing you could do, like, but just live your life the best you can. Well, because of the Western society, no, 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 no.
And you don't know if he was abusive or an alcoholic, and a lot
Exactly.
of times we found that out later on. Like I found that out later on about, like, my mother never really so I grew up, yes, I grew up with a father figure. He adopted me when I was like 7. I always look to this day, he is still considered my father. He is not my biological father. He is not the one that donated the sperm. My mother, to the day she died, never really talked about him. But I find, and my mother's been gone almost 10 years. So, but what I have found out since the time she's been gone is that he was an alcoholic. He was abusive. So she was living in New York with him, and she came back to Connecticut. So what am I gonna do? Hate her while she's dead because she didn't want me to be around him?
Well, here's the thing. That's the thing about it. Like, when I hear the talking points on some stuff about, well, you should have gave that child to the dad. I'm sorry. Let me get this out the way for a lot of y'all, man. Let's just be honest. Some of y'all motherfucking dad did not want y'all.
That too. He went to the grocery store and never came back.
No, it's not even he even went to. He just fucked your mom. I find it interesting that this space preaches about the pump and dump when your mom was pumped and dumped. And
Mm,
I always find that was very interesting.
the
The
hypocrisy.
energy is that the dichotomy of it. That okay, so y'all preach the lifestyle when that was the origin of some of y'all. So you want that same pain inflicted upon your culture that was inflicted upon you. And so when we hear this, and I mean, I'm not here to tell y'all or dick police y'all or any of that shit, but we know some of the talking points. Well, here we go with the mental. Hold up, bro. Hold up. I call that major bitch deflection, because here we are. We're just calling out for what it is. Where I mean, no offense, when y'all talk about other culture, but no offense, but goddamn, every culture, got these issues going on. I done
Right. It's
seen
definitely not
people.
just a black thing.
Right, I
I,
can go ahead.
I know some white folks that got baby mama and baby daddy issues.
Listen, man, I can go ahead and open up Discovery Channel and go look at bastard children of India and see a bunch of them goddamn worm belly children and shit in the
Gee,
Philippines
Joe.
and the Congo. All these nice little places y'all talk about. I can just go ahead and look at goddamn Discovery Channel and see all y'all bastard wannabe baby mamas that y'all dream about. They probably run around barefoot and dirty right now and shit. And y'all, that's the place y'all want to go to. But they can't speak a lick of English, but bullshit recognizes bullshit. B, I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Bullshit recognizes bullshit.
I mean, somebody made a good point on your panel yesterday. I'm not sure who it is. I apologize. I think it might have been Information Man. And he said a lot of y'all going over to these other countries and trying to get a woman, but is it y'all getting the bottom of the barrel of those places?
I've been saying that for months.
Yeah, that was me who said it before any of you hoe ass niggas said it. Pussy.
Welcome back, crazy.
Bitch
Welcome
ass.
back.
Oh, hi. Listen, I said I don't know.
I'm telling you.
I know you ain't yelling at me.
Just sit back for a second, miss.
Is he talking to himself?
Ass nigga D Durrell. How you
Are you
doing,
talking
man?
to
He
What's
talking
up,
to himself.
BMT? Now, D Durrell,
hold
you
on.
bitch
Hold
ass
on.
nigga. Let me explain
He
something.
is talking to
You're gonna
himself.
address me with some motherfucking respect. Because I said I don't know who that is.
Pass.
BMT, this little kid in here talking to
You
himself.
gotta address me with some fucking respect. I don't know who the fuck you think you are.
Pass.
Man, I didn't say nothing cross to you. Don't do that.
Yeah. No.
You know who I am. Don't do that. I ain't say nothing. You know who I am. Don't do that. Don't put yourself in a bad position like that. I ain't
this dude think he can come blow up everybody panel
Man,
talking
I
about
haven't
crazy
done
ass
anything to
jailhouse
you.
shit.
Now D.
Hey,
Durrell.
What's this video about
When you
Cynthia
graduate out of high school,
and a
come holler at me.
grandmother? I want to talk about that.
Why I gotta pull up niggas on somebody else's channel? Why?
Okay.
Why you hoe ass niggas be ducking nigga when the fuck I be looking
There's
for
nobody ducking your black ass. Get a
Taz,
job,
what is this
brother.
thing
Holler at me.
about Cynthia
When
G?
you get a
You
job,
did a
let
video
me know.
about Cynthia G on me.
you? Red's the bad guy. What up, nigga? What up, Red?
What's up, man? What's this thing with just Cynthia G in? On this?
Oh, that video, nigga, saying they got that woman's mom information, bro. These weird ass niggas, bro.
Well, ain't nobody over this side that no fucking monkey shit like that, man.
Well, I'm not saying it was you, but it's somebody named Spirit of Truth that was in your comment section saying that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Taz, welcome. Red's the bad guy, welcome. Yo, like I said, listen. I think we all recognize that there's some big, deep-seated mommy motherfucking issues going on here, right? At a high octane level. So we definitely see that now, to where if you say anything, you know how if you say anything about a nigga's mama, they ready to fight and they'll just go into an attack mode. It's definitely here. We are now in the epicenter. If you say anything about the matriarchy mommy here, you will be attacked on sight. I think we all have dealt with that in this space. There is no doubt about that.
I mean, there's
Now,
dudes with mommy issues in your chat right now. So somebody said that black.
Go ahead.
Somebody said that black women are the bottom of the barrel. So what's the difference? Like, why are you? Just go. I can't.
Okay. Go ahead. Who wants? Go ahead. But no. I'm just saying it's getting deeper. We definitely know it's getting deeper. Now we definitely know it's getting deeper more than ever now, man. Like that's why shout out to the person who emailed me this. But I gotta be. They clearly said, you know what? It's evident that this space is best run by a woman. As much smoke as they got against a woman, but this space is honestly run by a woman.
See, I disagree with that. Is best run by a woman. Because it's supposed to be a male space. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't believe that there's anything wrong with women running anything. People know my position on that. But when it comes to a male space, it's supposed to have been a male space. And so the thing that irks me with it is a lot of them accuse me of bringing women into their space. I see Man Tomorrow down there. Man Tomorrow, he should be one of those apologizing right now, saying, you know what, go, my bad, my nigga. That wasn't you that did that. That was Mr. Fantastic and all these other niggas who brought these women into space. It wasn't you. But see, you can't get these men to stand up and be honest about the shit. I've been saying that shit since I got here, bro. These niggas been chasing women and they use all of that anti-women shit to get women to come have conversations with them, bro. Now, when you said the shit about the matriarchy earlier, I didn't even really think of that, bro. That's why I had to come in like, yeah, bro, I think you're right about that. A lot of this shit probably is some mama's boy, I hate my mama shit. and it's playing out like this, bro. Because it wasn't like this when I first got here. It was a whole different argument on the whole entire other side, and niggas wasn't saying shit. My platforms took hits for saying this shit that niggas saying now. So yeah, it's quite insulting to hear people saying shit that niggas like Reg the bad guy know it was only one person in this space saying that shit. Reg, no.
You?
Yeah,
nigga, you ain't say shit.
You're a wannabe. You a wannabe me, my nigga. It ain't a person in here that don't know I said all this shit already, nigga.
You wasn't saying that shit. Quit lying. You always trying to take credit for shit you didn't do.
Now hold on. Now let's now in looking at this. Because listen, I've been an outlier for a while now. Listen, they've been done thought I was an outlier for a fucking while now. And now I'm starting to see other dudes who are like, you know what? This ain't what the fuck this space is anymore. I said, yo, I don't see them talking about men's group homes. I don't see them talking about men empowerment, about young boys, anything. Like this shit is on this shit. I don't know what the fuck. I'm feeling like I'm back at Aunt Janine's house trying to get my damn cousin the fuck out of that house again. And I'm like, oh shit.
But that's the problem, BMP.
Bro, a man was killed by the
problem.
A man was killed by the police. I traveled 45 minutes to go speak to city council about that. When I did that shit, bro, and I came back to YouTube, what I found was a video of some people roasting me about the shirt I had on when I went and spoke for that black man. One of those people who did that is this bitch ass nigga D. Darrell. See what I'm saying? I came to this
your bitch ass activism. That's what you don't understand.
That's what I really
you can't come in this space disrespecting men. That's what your ass need to understand.
Am I lying?
And nobody ain't gonna put up with that shit.
Am I lying?
No, yeah, you are lying.
I'm not lying, nigga.
I don't care what makes you think. Look, dude, I don't care what you put on. See, that's feminine.
You went on my shit.
Another man looking at you.
I did for another black man.
Do you want me to judge how you look?
I don't care what you judge me by, nigga. Why didn't you judge me by my work?
Is that what you want me to do?
Okay.
You want me to
Why didn't you judge me?
You want me to tell me your shoes look cute? You want me to tell you your pants look nice on you or some shit?
Let me go over
this bullshit. Nobody trying to hear this morning, man.
I want that I do work for black
Matter of fact, if anything, B1 is matriarch because a woman doesn't run it. B1 is ran by a woman, not by Taz.
Let me go.
You're the feminine one.
Let me go over to
B1 is ran by a woman.
Let me get over to Reg. Now, me and you've been clicking and for a while now, and we've been talking about a lot of this shit, man. And I see they done flipped on yo hard, my nigga. Like they done flipped on you hard, man. Yeah. So what was you know what I'm saying?
I mean, the space is not what it used to be. I think it never was. I think people had different agendas in the beginning. It's just now it's coming out. Now Taz, in some instances he was right, but then he was over there on the other side, So people gonna perceive him in a different way because it's just him being over there and stuff. But some of the stuff he was saying, he was right, here and there and stuff about the space and stuff. But 2 years ago, it was a little bit different. It wasn't like it was so many, visible simps, you could say, gorilla simping out here, And then I think what happened is a lot of dudes was attracted to this space. A lot of the dudes that shouldn't be in this space, and, like the incels and stuff. Then you got this guy Brian Solange now, and this dude is going off the deep end now. He's talking on some killer shit now for some shit. I don't know. See, that's what I'm talking about.
I didn't. Like I said, I just had it last night. I was trying to hit up D. Darrell last night because we had it where a dude in like I said in Texas area, me and another content creator were trying to reach him because he went off the deep end and attacked his mom and slit his arm and then started and ran out, and I was like, yo, we gotta go find this nigga before he hurt somebody. Like, this space is not helping men. This is literally regressing these dudes. Like,
Not only that, BMT. There was a content creator that actually committed suicide last weekend. Damn, I can't remember his name. It's somebody that Mr. Research was real cool with. And he sent me a message letting me know that the guy basically just, and he used to come in all the time. Oh, his name was
no, don't
Windu.
have to. We don't have to mention their names. We don't have to
Okay.
mention. That's the only thing we got to do. We got to be careful of mentioning people's names, especially when it comes
What
to
are
these.
black men doing on here to prevent niggas from going to suicide and shit like that, though?
You know, honestly, that's the thing about it, Taz, that we got to be realistic about, man. Like I said, like this is not the first time, especially on my panel, that we dealt with. I think what is it, our first or second year, Jay? One of these dudes in the space beat their woman and broke her 2 ribs in her eye socket.
Mm.
That was swept under the rug.
The fuck?
That was swept under the rug.
Oh, and didn't he try to drag you or something like that? And then we found his charges.
Right. That was swept under the rug. And
That's some wild shit there, bro.
like I said, trust and believe that got removed. They got it removed off of YouTube. But see, we talked about that in this space, in my area. I'm saying this space is
But
getting
that when you
worse
talk
and
about
worse.
these like real issues, the thing is you get called gay.
Right.
You know,
Yeah, I do get that. I
and
get
that's
called
the
gay.
thing about it. It's like anybody that doesn't talk about women all the time and doesn't like talk about how women are bad all the time. It's like, oh, well, you're gay, or oh, you're not one of us, or oh, you suck, or oh, you suck in Jay's tit. Like, dude, like we're not 12.
And that dude almost killed his woman and his child. And I was like, yo, like y'all motherfuckers don't care. Like, y'all don't care who gets caught in collateral damage. It ain't about the kids. It ain't about goddamn getting a home. Some of these motherfuckers are. I'm not gonna lie, y'all can't lie. We've been seeing a lot of pedophiles come out in this space. A lot of goddamn people with goddamn statutory rape and all kind of shit come out, and they literally applaud these motherfuckers like they're the next coming messiahs. And I'm like, yo, dog, like the fuck, y'all sure Pookie's bad? Are we sure Pookie's the bad one? Because goddamn it, these motherfuckers feel like this is the city of sin. And I'm like, yo, bro, like we might need to start stepping back. Y'all ain't gonna never wipe that shit. I still got the record when y'all were talking, y'all were praising Boosie for taking his son to go have a goddamn orgy with a prostitute. Nigga, that ain't gonna never come
They
out.
was doing it on your show. They were doing
Right.
it on your show. Like, oh, I don't see anything wrong with that.
So we definitely
And I
listen,
think
bro.
Boozy got
We're
into
not
some
saying-
more BS too, not too long ago in the last month or two. I'm not sure what it was, but
like I said, we might definitely need to definitely start. What the space is not what we think it is, man. This is not a space that's conducive towards black people or the culture or anything. I mean, I'm on God on this one, man. Like, yo, this shit is crazy as fuck. Like, that's
You
why I just started stepping back. And my people, I told you, yo, we got to pull back from this shit, man. When we get into talking about beating and doggone condoning children getting beat by grown men and praising those videos, that shit got stripped down by YouTube. And because the dudes were actually getting excited about the man on top of a child. D. Darrell, you saw it when we was in that video for that one.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
we definitely know this place is getting sick and fucked up.
Well, shit, man, you got guys that on your platform, like one content creator that got a porn site talking about beat a bitch ass, repeating that, talking about you should kick her ass and stuff like that, and you had guys in the chat right now applauding them for that.
Like I said, man, y'all can't tell me that the mommy issue algorithm isn't strong. Like, I don't usually say stuff until after I get all the stuff together, and I'm not even on emotional. I'm just bringing y'all the facts. Now, there's been a lot of people, and like I said, I got to give it. Taz said it, D. Darrell said it, Red said it. Y'all damn sure know I've been saying this shit, and y'all been seeing it real time happen. But we got to be honest. Anytime we talk about mommy, motherfuckers start tripping. Anytime we talk about certain issues in this space, motherfuckers start going into gorilla sympathy. Anytime we talk about empowerment of our community, motherfuckers start talking about let's burn and kill. And I'm like, okay, yo, man, like, yo,
Yeah,
stop.
not only just the physical thing, but even the stances that some of these guys have in regards to grown men messing with underage girls.
Yeah, that's that. Nobody talking about that either.
Yeah, that shit is ridiculous. Where one dude blamed one quote unquote supposed to be popular guy in the space saying shit about a fucking 13-year-old. It's her fault. She should have known better. You know, when you got people saying shit like that while they driving in their car, talking about giving their stance on a 13-year-old should have the wherewithal to determine whether or not she should have sex with a man or not. And then other guys up there co-signing that shit. That's crazy.
Now, I know what Taz was talking about. Guys being with younger girls like 18 and stuff like that. I know he have a problem with that and stuff. Even though she is, of age and stuff, but still, I think
These
as far as a
50-year-old
grown,
niggas go red.
hold on. As far as a grown man, 18-year-old, the only thing you got in common is his sex. You don't have nothing because she's, you were mentally higher than her. And you should be getting someone that's closer to your age, that's mentally on your same level. So maybe late 20s or something like that would be cool and stuff. I wouldn't never go down that far. 18, I mean, come on. It's just too far. The generation gap is too far, especially 50 years old or something like that. Come on, man. I never was into nothing like that. I try to tell guys to get women that's closer to your age that you have something in common with and stuff like that. Not sitting there and be dating these young girls, because if you were 18, most likely the guys are going younger. You dig what I'm saying? So, you don't want to get caught up.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Again, like I'm here in regard to some of the standards of manhood. I speak as a father, and I just think it's silly that a man that's my age or older than me would think that I would just relinquish him, my daughter, and give access to my daughter to a man my age. If you're a 45, 50-year-old man trying to access another black man's 20-year-old daughter, and that black man stands aside and gives you his daughter, he's a bitch.
Now, question. Now, what is this? What is this obsession? Because I'm saying, listen, man. I done heard it from 18 to legal consensual age 17 to literally I was invited to a wedding to a 41-year-old man marrying a 16-year-old.
Wow, that's crazy.
Was that from another race?
No, that was in America.
No, I mean, the dude was black or
The dude was black.
It wasn't black.
He was black. He invited me to his wedding.
16.
Yeah. Damn. 16. He paid the parents to be able to marry her. So
that's some. There was an African in that like that, wasn't it?
No, that was in America. That was in America. That was America.
But that's what I'm saying. People have made it
All right.
acceptable, but it's not no shame. It's just, you hear people making it sound like we shouldn't have any level of integrity as fathers. Like when you turn 18, you just throw your daughter out there to the wolves and let the whole world have access to her. That's what I'm saying. Like I say, it is an embarrassment. Black men are a fucking embarrassment when it comes to that subject matter.
Like I said, I'm saying right now, yo, like holistically, we definitely have an issue going on, man. I never seen like we definitely the algorithm of how it is. Like I don't feel no type of way about like I don't get like listen. I understand that men we're gonna fight like dogs in the kennel because we're bringing ideologies from one kennel to another kennel and being put into the same damn kennel. So I understand that. I'm saying I've had button head talks with D, with Taz, hell with a bunch of goddamn women and the goddamn men. I know me and Rez don't always agree on shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yet as men we move past that. It is what it is. move the fuck on. But where it's going now, whereas to you're not allowed to challenge my optics of belief, but just go along with the madness. And we're seeing it get worse and worse and worse and worse. And I mean honestly, man, I'm like, yo, man, like we gotta start stepping back. Like I mean, I am me and my group. We had to talk about this
Mute your
yesterday.
phone, whoever's getting in the car.
We had to talk about this yesterday about stepping back. So that's not like, listen, y'all. Like BMT, respectfully, I fuck with a lot of y'all, but I definitely like y'all can always come. I'm a neutral ground. I stay to the neutral. But I've got to be honest, like I got to start pulling back from some of the stuff. From there's too many people either trying to kill themselves or having too much crazy shit going on in the home, and if we can't keep on sweeping this shit under the rug, man. And
But
a lot of
see,
us are seeing this shit happen real time. We're gonna have to start, yeah, man. Like there's no accountability.
you see, this is disappointing because this is what the space was supposed to be for, is to help men if they have problems like this, mommy issues of that, get them out of that, coach them. It never turned out like that. It went the other way. It went all the way left. So that's why I'm out of there. I'm not even part of that black man. Fuck that shit. Fuck that. They can have that shit. Let it burn down. Burn
Go,
down. I don't care.
Ken. We got Ken up here also, and I feel you on that, Red. We go ahead, Ken.
Yeah. Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you, Ken.
Great. Hey, what's up, everybody? Yeah, I'm listening to you guys' conversation, and some of the things that I know, I don't go with that manosphere and this, that, and the third. To me, I've always said that it becomes a gang. So I don't really subscribe to that kind of stuff. But just some of the talking points they had. I mean, I do have some of them, but listening to them, they have, some of these people have definitely evolved to the point to where it's almost like a hatred for women, and uh, and like D. Durrell said it earlier. He said he's been in this space for like for 4 years, I think is what he said, and
Right?
and I'll tell any of them, even if what you're saying is true, better if you only preach and screwing women and walking away from them. Because that's a lot of, when you talk about baby mamas and stuff like that, that's a lot of times how it happens. You just having casual sex with women that you don't want, that you have no intention on committing to. She ends up becoming a mother, and you just don't want to have nothing to do with it anymore. So I mean, but I do feel it goes both ways. I mean, we can't function as a community without our women, and I do feel that if our women are going around and just indiscriminately also just picking men, to mess with and reproduce with, and that's just as big of a problem. These men pumping and dumping women. It goes both ways, and the problem is, depending on what side you fall on, they're not prepared to call out the other side. They call out the side that they don't like, and that's why we got so much dysfunction, because neither side is improving. It's kind of like a stalemate. Well, I ain't gonna move unless you move. And it just don't work like that. We spend too much time telling the other side what they need to do, as opposed to, and you got all kind of issues yourself. So that's why when I have some of these conversations with these dudes, and I say, look, man, you've been saying this stuff for years. Where's your white wife? Where's your mixed wife? Where's your Brazilian wife? Whatever. No, you're going over there because you want to start screwing them. You know, maybe some of these women is hit to your game. As far as the black women is concerned, you know, when I got in here, the way I grew up, I don't know no black men that was indiscriminately, black men that was indiscriminately messing with women, and they may cheat on their girl or cheat on their wife, and that's not right. But I'm talking about, just don't want no relationship. Just go around just being women. I don't know no black man like that. I didn't really see that till I got on here. Now I'm pump it up, and and F and duck, and all this. weirdo stuff. That's why I kind of like, man, these dudes is, it's not really my cup of tea. So that's all I gotta say.
But here's the thing about it, and somebody brought up something that very, and I want to say, I want y'all to understand, man. This, let's be on honestly looking at this space is definitely being pimped out. This space is definitely being pimped out. Once certain powers that be understood that, yo, it's like a church here, almost like a ministry, like church, the feel good. And when certain people found out, the weakness of certain mentally fucked up or deprived men, and also, and it's also in the women's space too. But I definitely am dealing right now with the men's side.
Let me
It
see.
ain't getting no better.
Get
It definitely is not getting no better. And I'm being honest, man. Like, we ain't gonna lie and say this space is about doggone. We're not gonna lie and say this space is about doggone the betterment of of people. That's a fucking fraudulent talking point. Yeah, I would say this space started out for men. And listen, I mean, I get women do come around, but sometimes I don't mind. We do have good interaction. I believe everybody here can have women on their panel and not give up their masculinity. But that yet, now I don't think everybody is in that mindset of actually trying to empower or better us. It's more so of making a come up off of pain. And so I'm not gonna lie about that shit, man. This is a fucking Al Sharpton and Jesse Jackson goddamn conglomerate place, man.
nigga,
And
bro, if it ain't no, and I mean none, no oversight, no accountability. Ain't nobody never got to say what they did. Ain't nobody gonna call out nobody for what they did. Ain't nobody got to stand up and tell the truth when somebody do something. So what you expect, nigga?
nigga, listen, I ain't expecting shit. Listen, you already done seen my motherfucking stance on a lot of damn shit. So do I expect much from these motherfuckers? Did I see motherfuckers give a shit to talk about missing people? Whenever I bring that shit up, I do that. When it comes talking about black schools here in the states, I do that. I do a lot of black owned shit. As much as I get called a goddamn all kinds of names up and down these streets, but you know what? I gladly wear that fucking banner. But I always say, yo,
But when
Who
I
called?
say that there's more to the story, when I start saying, like, when we were having the whole like child support discussion, like, oh, sometimes it's different things behind the scenes. I'm just a bitter black woman. It's like, oh, that's not true. They need to let you see your kids. I'm like,
but, but see,
there's probably more to the story. And then 9 out of 10, like you said, it comes forward that, like you said, the person broke the woman's jaw, or the woman would try to get in contact with him, but he changed his phone number, or they moved and she doesn't know where he lived at. And it's like, but then I get called a bitter, angry feminist. And I'm all for folks seeing their kids and working it out like adults. I don't give a fuck about the court system, and I'm a true proponent of that. Like, so, but somewhere along the lines, because I didn't agree with their ranting, I'm bitter.
listen, man. Like I said, it's definitely apparent that I don't see no
That there's a lot
like
of
I don't.
abusers in this space.
Well, see that's gonna come now. We definitely understand this space is going. It's definitely gonna come now. Whatever the doors have definitely been open. The doors have definitely been open, and I'm saying, listen, man.
Smoke though, Jay. You sound like you ready for the smoke though. You know what I'm saying? You sound like you ready. You'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? I
Who,
mean, cause
me?
yeah, you'll be all right. Cause shit,
Oh,
you
I'm
thought I
always
was,
ready for the smoke.
yeah, you ready.
I'm always ready for the smoke. I just get sick of the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? I get sick of the fuckery. And the thing is, and I've said this many times on this platform, my ex-husband has custody of my daughter, and we work it out amongst ourselves. So when people tell me that I'm this and I'm that, no, honey, been there, done that, got the fucking medal. Leave me out of the shit.
You
I'm just trying to, and I'm a proponent for I'm a proponent for Black people. Yes, I'm a woman sitting on a predominantly male panel, but I am a proponent for Black people. I love Black people. Y'all get on my nerves, but I love y'all.
Yeah,
But
you would
anyway,
be an
go ahead.
outlier in this space, though. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these dudes need the talking point of women not letting men have their children and being victims in that. So you would be an outlier, and for a lot of people, a problem, because a lot of people want to rest their arguments on victimhood and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really about growth; it's about trauma bonding with these cats.
But see, I think the thing about it.
And that's the thing. So because my ex-husband has custody, they automatically assume I was a bad mother. No, he was just more financially stable. So you see how the stereotypes flip-flop?
Yep.
And we've had these discussions, components on this panel where literally, what's crazy? The women were talking. The women came up here and we've had our hashed out disagreements. But one of the things I always hear echoed: if the men would be the men, we got no problem working alongside with them. Have they not said that? If the men would be the men,
Can
we got
somebody
no
mute
problem.
up, like whoever's driving?
Yeah, just mute up. Like, we got no problem working alongside with the doggone men. But see, they don't want to work alongside. They want to dominate. And I'm gonna be for real with y'all.
And that's
I'm
what I
not
would
raising,
say. They don't.
I'm not
They want a
raising my
slave. They don't
daughter
want a
to be
partner.
dominated by nobody. I'm not raising no punks in my fucking house. I'm not
Right.
raising none of that. Like, listen, my daughter got no problem going outside, picking up trash and cutting grass and doing shit like that. So they're not about to say, yo, I'm gonna be under no fucking man, especially no man that's bitching about goddamn well, I want to be respected. Like, nigga, you earn that shit. You don't just get that shit. The fuck? So if you get intimidated about another man saying bitch, damn, I can only feel for you what my damn daughter might call you. So I
Right.
mean
And I'm
that's just
all, I'm all for a partnership. And that's the thing. I'm all for a partnership. And too many people are talking about submission and all. No, 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 no. I'm too old for that shit. I want a partnership. We live in an economy where I don't know, like rent in the Tampa. I know I said this before too. Rent in the Tampa Bay area is around $1,100 a month. So I don't know in
Shit,
what
that's cheap.
world only one
That's
person.
cheap.
In what
God
world?
damn. I wish I was paying
In what
11.
world
Fuck.
one person is going to be the sole
What the
breadwinner?
fuck?
I'm sorry. Like, ain't none of y'all making six. Most, I'm sorry, 95% of y'all ain't making six figures. So you
But
gonna
here's
need a
the
woman to
thing
work.
about some of that, though, man. I don't understand how people who aren't in a relationship and don't want a relationship have conversations about submission.
they
You know what I'm
always
saying?
do.
It's silly. How can a man who doesn't want a woman and isn't telling anybody else to get one talking about submission? Women are submissive to the men that they deal with, not
Right.
just random men.
But
Let me let me
don't
tell
you
you.
think you're submissive to each other though? I mean, I'm sure your woman probably sent you to the store to get something. Man, I don't want to go to the store, but I'm gonna go get her. I'm gonna go get it anyway. I mean, we're submissive to each other.
Right.
But
That's not.
that's the off logic. What'd you say, Ken?
Yeah,
What you
it
say,
is.
Ken?
But no, I was gonna say, but see, that's not really the argument. This one, the problem is, it's inconsistent. That they would appreciate this sister here because of what, at least that's the talking point. But the issue is they say, well, black women are submissive, so we got to go and get with these women or this, that, and the third, whatever, right? I mean, you want to go over there and talk and do the same thing that you basically doing a black woman. Personally, I have a black woman. I don't necessarily need her to be submissive, but I do need her to allow me to lead. I mean, people. I don't know. Sometimes people that don't understand the concept of leader. They kind of, you know, mince leader and dictator, together. And it don't really work like that. I mean, I never made any decision without my wife knowing and being on board. And that's why you get married to somebody that is like you, because if they are, you wouldn't have them. You will have disagreements and stuff, but for the most part, you guys are going in the same direction. So you don't really have to worry about, I mean, 90% of the stuff that I like and do, my wife likes to do. You know, why would you marry somebody that ain't on your level like that? Instead, you know, like I remember when Taz was talking about, you know, messing with. I agree, maybe because I got daughters that age. I don't want no funky ass 45, 50-year-old man talking to my 20-year-old daughter. I don't like that, you know.
It's
So,
absurd.
but I'll say this, you know, because I mean, I'll tell you a story. When my daughter was in high school, um, uh, my son told me that there was a football coach. My daughter had to be in the 10th grade. There was a football coach that was in college that was going there to help, you know, help the team. This guy had to be like maybe 22, 23, something like that. You know, my daughter was like, when you're in 10th grade, what are you, what, 14, 15?
17, 16, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, okay. So my son's on the football team. He said, hey, Dad, you know, it's rumors that Tyler's talking to, uh, uh, this, that dude. You know, I went to the school the next day, man. You know, I threatened him. You know, I'm just going to call him, you know, I threatened him. You know, I told him I was going to find the nearest football him. I was going to beat him with, you know, and it got back to my daughter. My daughter had a fit. She had a natural, she was hot. And I, you know, I mean, the dude didn't talk to her no more. But the point is that are these women prepared to allow men to protect them? You know, that's why my argument are it goes both ways. You know, it just seems like it's got to the point of both sides are super extreme.
But
We
let
know
me,
that
let me
aren't,
Hello?
but that's a dead argument. I mean, because we know some women aren't going to put themselves in that position, whether it be because she's done too far gone on her independence or whatever. My thing is there's a hyper focus on the quote unquote bad, undesirable woman. If these women that you're referring to are so bad, how about we take them out the equation and deal with the good ones?
right. I agree. Let me go pass
Can
it
I?
over to Coach. Go ahead, Coach. Go ahead, girl.
Hey, everybody. Good morning. I
What's
missed
going on, love?
most of the
What's up?
broadcast. I just came in about 2 to 3 minutes ago, but I want to ask a couple of questions. They say our psyche is developed by the time we're five, the people that we're going to be. And I say, instead of writing off a whole group of people, if they say the women are undesirables, if you're the man, the leader, for those that are deemed undesirable, I think women will do this when they feel like they have the opportunity to relax in it. So if I meet somebody and they got 70% of the stuff I need, and they may have been this person or that person, are you prepared to lead by example and be that person so that person knows, hey, this is somebody I could depend on. They got my back. I
No,
see
they
it. And
are.
because I see it, I can trust it because I see what they're demonstrating to me. The other question I have is I see the comment about child support, and I propose this question to everybody. Right now, it takes 600 and no, about $310 bi-weekly to provide insurance for one child. If there were no child support order and everybody did 50-50, only one parent will pay that because it generally comes out. Can I finish? It generally comes out of a job, out of your paycheck, right after taxes, before tax and offering come insurance. So if it costs $610, $620 a month, and everybody's doing, you get the child 50% at your house, I get the child 50% at my house. How do you propose? $610 is about $7,000 some dollars a month. Would one person have to give that half or willing to be give that half to the other person that they're paying so everything would be 50-50? How would you all propose that?
I think niggas just need to stay with their children's mother.
For the cases where that is not possible, where the kids are already here and the relationships have separated with no chance of being put back together. So going forward, we can say that, but there are billions of cases that are already here. And if we're going to propose this, I'm a person who deal in reality. How do you address that, or what would be the proposal for those who are going to do the 50-50 thing? 4 days a week, they at your house, 3 days a week, they at my house, and then we flip-flop it.
Well, for men, well, let me say it for men
I feel like
again.
people need a mediator.
My proposal for men again would be to deal with the woman you had sex and had that child with. Even if it's within the state already, you and her need to get together and go deal with it within the state. That's an issue for you and her. I don't even really
Okay,
think
let's say it's impossible because he got 2 baby mamas. He can't be with both of them.
It don't matter.
it's not about being with them. It's about working with them to
I
get
feel
that
that
shit
there
together.
should be a mediator.
Yeah.
I feel there should be a mediator and mediation, and they need to. And unfortunately, in a perfect world, I know, I feel that there should be a mediator and mediation, and y'all come to the table like adults. Like, you know what?
Can I say this here? What I proposed, can I speak? What I proposed was a situation where nobody gives anybody money for clothing or whatever. None of that. Everybody maintain. But at some point, and I hear people complaining about $500 a month. I'm saying I know how much health insurance costs. I'm not talking about the kids who get the state subsidized healthy kids. I'm not talking about the people who get Medicaid. I'm talking about for real working people, because the median income in Florida, I think, is around $52,000. I know, JL, when you were talking about rent, I paid 8 years ago, I was paying $1,400 a month for a 2-bedroom. As a single woman, I don't really need a 2-bedroom. I didn't need a 1,400 square foot apartment. But because I had kids that did, I could have got by just me and myself. Truth be told, I could get an efficiency, and that is significantly less. But not even for that situation, but just for the 50-50, we're going to do half your way, half my way. And some people say $500 a month. Is the other person saying, give me $310 when I'm paying for that, for our kid down the middle back, because it comes out of my check? And
but
that would be,
but that's how they calculate child support. They take your income and his income and then make you whole. What I'm saying is people need to sit down with a mediator like adults. I mean, at least, like I said, in a perfect world, and I know, this isn't a lot of people's situation. In my situation, like I said, she lives with him full time. I have her during the summer. He'll hit me up and be like, hey, she needs sneakers. Okay. Put some lunch money on her account. Oh, she need this and she need that. So, I mean, I guess maybe because we're adults about this situation, and I'm fine with it. Like, and even since the pandemic, since she's been actually going to school from home, like, I've been begging him, like, what does she need? What does she need? Oh, she's straight. I'm like, listen, what does she need? Like, but again, like, I guess we're different, but I think people need to sit down, come to the table, like, they're gonna be with me.
I propose that, but I've read what I've read is that no money should be exchanged, that they weren't willing to give nothing, even if they didn't have to. Even the insurance, what I've read, they were not willing to do that. So I'm saying, how would that be fair? And do the men on this panel propose the situation that I just laid out?
Listen, first of all, let me say this right now. But I listen, fuck all that. I'm going to listen. If I want to get money, I'm going to get money. Sometimes I have problems when I didn't always have the money. She gave me motherfucking money. I can't speak for all of y'all motherfucking listeners. That ain't my problem. I speak for what I can do. So if she needed a car payment done, guess what? I would rather her call me than get put in a compromised position like some other dudes' mamas had to go do certain shit or get put in certain compromised position. So I'd rather her say, yo, I had to go do X, Y, and Z for the kid. Could you help me out with the car payment? I got that. Boom. Maybe y'all didn't get that, but I didn't have a problem doing that shit.
Right.
So guess what?
And that's what I got too. Like, even like
happens, y'all. Motherfucking shit goes off. It don't always go plan. Motherfucker, sometimes, goddamn, yo, the heat bill went up. Yo, right now it's gonna get cold later on this winter. I got you. Say less. I just now sent you some money in your bank. Some people can handle that kind of issue. Some people I had to go doggone put in some extra hours or doggone make a play. But see, I'm sorry, everybody don't have that kind of doggone cohesion with the other spouse. And Lord knows I had time where she doggone told the people on me, and I said, yo, rather you go to the people, come to me. You come to me, that puts doggone issues between us two. Yeah, we hash it out. We ain't always been gravy shit. Jay will tell you, listen, I have some days, man. I do. But you know what? I ain't never been no bitch about it and ran on no fucking social media to try to learn how to check my bitch. No, that's between me and my fucking woman. I ain't no goddamn other coalition of dudes who can't even talk to their woman. Oh, man, he tells his woman or he tells women how it is. Motherfucker, if you can't, no wonder why your woman is running through you. No wonder why she go to the white man. Because you can't be a man and speak your mind. So, of course, you're going to go to somebody else. If you're gonna have to, y'all gonna have to start getting some base in y'all boys. Listen, man, the child support shit. That's hey, y'all gonna have to either set up an email, stop running on these goddamn panels, and stop talking about y'all some high value. But when y'all say that shit and she hear that shit on the panel, best believe she gonna run that shit to the court. Oh, this nigga done leveled up to six
He
figures.
claimed he high value.
He claiming
But
he
the
high
thing
value.
is,
What the?
how many times have we said people don't even know what high value is outside of? I had a, so speaking of my ex-husband, he's me and him are friends. We're cool. And I had said to him one day, I said, you high value now, right? Now that you got this little promotion and shit. He's like, what the fuck is high value? I said, and I was trying to explain it to him. I was like, so now that means you can go. I said, you could break up with your, because he's been with the same woman like 3 years and they're engaged and stuff. And I'm fine with it. She does great with my daughter, whatever. And I was like, well, you could break up with her and get you like a little young tender, get you a little 21-year-old. He said, well, what the fuck am I gonna do with that?
Nah, man, we need people
People
that
in the real world don't
man.
think like that. You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, because you high value, you could get you a young girl and do what you want. He's like, yeah, but what's her 5-year plan? I said, she got a tight body. He was like, but what's her 5-year plan?
Let me click it over to Xavier. Xavier just came up here. Go ahead, X. X, you there? If X ain't there, I'm gonna just guess to get it back over to King.
I just to answer the question that the sister asked about the child support thing. I actually had a conversation with a friend of mine that's kind of going through it, and he thought it was sufficient to give his baby's mama $100 and some
BMG on this thing.
junk food,
Droid. And
right? And I said, and I don't know, everybody lives in different spots. So, like, I'm out here in California, so it's all relative, But if you look up, studies that show, typically speaking, how much it costs to raise a child from birth to 18, not counting, not counting college. I think it's pushing about $400,000 to raise a child, right? Now, if you're talking about half and half, if you give in $100, $150 a month, and some cold cuts like some Oreo cookies, some lunch meat, you're thinking that's sufficient. You multiply that times 18. How much that little junk food is you bought your baby, and how much the $100, and see if that equals out to half of $400,000. And that's not counting when you're not there, so you're not taking the days off when the child, is sick. You got to go up to the school because some went wrong, and like you said, medical insurance, and you're not worried about that. When a baby needs braces when they get older, you're not considering any of that kind of stuff. Just 150, and then now on the other side, I think my thing was because they factor in rent and a mortgage and place to live and clothes and all that stuff like that. If a man or a woman, both sides, providing a space, because sometimes these guys will go, leave the relationship and then well, I don't need the space anymore, so I'll just go and get a 1 bedroom or whatever. If you're providing a space big enough to accommodate your child, I think the child support should be a little bit less. Because you're paying that every single month. You know, but saying that, sometimes these guys are unreasonable, and I look at, I try to look, man, you picked her. You're a fool if you impregnate a woman you didn't think would be a good mother to your child. That's a big problem. And unfortunately, you deserve what you get. If she gonna take the money that you give her for child support and blow it on hair and nails, I mean, like I said, you picked her. You know, so that's my answer to it.
We're joined here by X. Go ahead, X. X, you there? Yeah, man. I guess it's not. Listen, but I say for the most part, looking back at the topic, with I'm not all here for no goddamn child support shit. That's Goddamn, y'all can talk about that shit for the cows come home or some shit. I swear, y'all niggas, go find a lawyer, man. Go find a lawyer. That's honestly, I think y'all. That's why y'all come to YouTube to honestly hear legal fees or get a free attorney or some shit. I'm not here for that. Y'all motherfuckers. I never heard some.
It's a big section to trauma bond, bro. Put it on that shit, bro. That's what it ended up being. It
is trauma bonding.
It ain't about solutions, bro. I know that for a fact. I done been in too many of the conversations with them and giving them solutions as somebody who lived it already. And it's not about solutions. You know what I'm saying?
I think people
listen, man. Listen.
Caught up on talking points, and I'm a person that's like to see the process lay out realistically. I'm like, when you slow things down and look at stuff piece by piece, logically, not from emotion, what is the solution in moving forward? And we never get to that point where we come up with the solution. We just hear da 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 da, but nobody ever comes up with solutions.
Well, see, I don't think it's a across the board solution. That's why I said, like, for some, they can do what I said. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm willing to grant you your argument that that's not plausible for everybody. But some men still have a level of access that they can control. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then eventually, I think we just don't, we don't take part in that for what it is. Like, if you need to separate from her, that's fine, man. But it needs to be established that y'all gonna take care of y'all child. And I just think too many of us go into it not understanding that. And like I said, I just believe if you was able to fuck her, man, you should be able now to at least have a conversation with her. I don't believe that as a man you should be, so mad at her that you can't have a conversation with her. If you able to fuck her, then you should be able to listen to you.
So hang on, let me get X. You there? X, your thing fixed?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm in this hotel, man. I'm down in Florida on vacation. I didn't bring my computer and shit. I just got my phone, but
thanks for being in Florida on vacation.
I just want to put out there.
Coach, somebody talking. Somebody talking right now. Go ahead.
I'm saying in the chat.
Nah.
I'm sorry.
Only thing I want to say, I mean, it's kind of hard, man, for me to listen to what I'm listening to right now, because we come here and we get on this damn platform, right? And you always hear people talking about masculinity, manhood, code, ethics, integrity, and all this kind of bullshit. But you have to question who the fuck you're hearing it from. I mean, some of the people who talk about this integrity and manhood and code and all this kind of nonsense and valor, these are some of the most unethical, out of protocol, off the shit motherfuckers you can imagine, just based on the shit they do on YouTube. And if you come to YouTube for answers in your life, I don't think the fucking problem is YouTube. The answers are you. You think any of you motherfuckers on here have any goddamn deference or make a difference in my life by the things you say on here? Do you actually think anything that anyone says on here makes my life even good, bad, or uglier at any point? If you come into YouTube for the answers about your life, man, that says a lot about you. That says that you are the fucking problem. Because when you think about it, YouTube is more of a place to exchange ideas than anything else, man. This shit ain't no classroom. This ain't no church. This ain't no place for spiritual upliftment. And the only way it can be that is if you choose for it to be that. And far as the channels go, and far as the different sectors of YouTube go, I mean, whatever you're watching and you're disgusted with, you're choosing to watch it. You're choosing it. No one's making you watch that channel. No one's making you endure the suffrage of a channel that you think is whack or lame or whatever the hell you want to call it. That's what I don't understand about this YouTube shit. You always got everybody up here trying to tell everybody else how to be. But soon as somebody tell their black ass how to be, they got a problem with it. Cause see,
that's why the whole Manosphere ran to your channel.
What do you mean, man? What do you mean ran to my channel, man? You think I just got on YouTube?
No, I know you didn't.
Man, since you met me, brother, I've been in media for a long time. There was no money to my channel.
But
running to my channel. A lot of these dudes, I was here before they were, brother.
Right. But when niggas needed a place to hide, bro, they came to your channel and started talking shit on there. That's why I came to tell you that. See what I'm saying? The unethical niggas you talking about, remember, I came to you for a conversation about it on your channel, fam. Remember?
How do you hide public space? How do you hide in a public space?
How do you hide in a public space?
How do you hide
easily
in a public space?
Okay, so I'll explain to you how you can easily hide in a public space. What you do is you go to a place where you'll be protected and you don't have to acknowledge you're not an ethical person. You are a fake person. You are disloyal. You are a liar. You are using this platform to diminish people that haven't done anything to you. You go to a place where people don't know that about you and you take refuge there as the person just acts like they don't see anything. So what I did was I pulled up on you to let you know them cats was using your platform for that. You remember what you did?
I'm listening. I'm listening, Mr. Goat. Everybody,
you act like I was
you know, TPOT is weak and all this so kind of nonsense. You know, the same channel that your black ass was on numerous of times. You know what else I don't understand? When people get on here and act like jilted girlfriends. You know, it's like you date somebody for 5 years and when you break up with them, you talk about how you didn't like how they used to wear their boots on your carpet and how you didn't like the cologne they used to wear. You know, the same cologne that you wore for 5 years while you was with them. But carry on.
Are we still talking about ethics? Because that's all I was talking about as a black guy.
Ethics?
Yes, absolutely.
What do you mean ethics? What ethics? Oh, so I guess you're Mr. Ethical? You're Mr. Ethical? You're Mr. Ethical?
Bro, listen, bro.
No. That's what I'm asking you. Are you ethical?
First time. That when I came to the first time, I had it.
Are you ethical?
Yeah, I'm absolutely ethical, nigga. But I will get unethical niggas. And I got all the receipts to show anybody I've ever got unethical with, including you, nigga. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm. Ethical? Man, let me tell you something, brother. If an infinitesimal amount of the shit that I've heard about you is remotely true, you are not the person to be talking about damn ethics, brother. You're not. You can't preach no ethics to me, brother. You're not the person to preach ethics to me. You're not.
Word about me?
I said if an infinitesimal amount of the shit that I've heard about you is true, you are in no position to preach ethics to me, brother. You're not.
Right, but you know what? You know what I am? I'm a man that can come to you and say, "Hey, fam, whatever you heard about me is false. And if you believe some of it, let's talk about it so I can show you how false it is. I'm not that. That's what I am. You a bitch who would sit back on information and let
it's not about whether I believe it or not, man.
Pussy, nigga.
It's not about whether or not I believe it or not, man. I ain't never had a fucking problem with you, and you can't find one fucking piece of tape where I had said anything negative about you, Negro.
What did you hear?
I heard a lot of shit. I've heard a lot of shit. But you know what? It never changed how I dealt with you. Never. And like I said, if you have a piece of tape, if you have a piece of tape of me talking shit about you, send it to me. I will cash app your ass. Name your price. Name your price. If you can find a piece of tape of me talking shit about the GOAT, name your price, and I will cash app it to you.
Right. So you want to set the parameters. You said you didn't change.
I'm not setting no parameters.
You changed them.
You're giving me an ethics speech, brother. You're giving me an ethics speech. I deal with people the way they deal with me.
You're lying and saying
people the way they deal with me.
Why would you lie, bro? You changed.
How am I lying? How am I lying?
Because you flipped the whole script on me, bro. When your man's in this came over there and sought refuge under your channel, me and you lost our relationship as compadres on YouTube. You know how I know that?
You and I were compadres?
Absolutely. I mean, shit, didn't you come to me for your first debate to open up your debate series, fam?
You goddamn right. I sure did.
Every time
I
you asked me
sure
for it,
did.
didn't I come do it?
Yep.
We was good people. So I would say we were compadres until the moment.
And how did you pay me back? And how did you pay me back? By fucking dragging me on your fucking channel when I hadn't did shit to you, man. Come on. Stop it. Stop it.
You switched. You skipping the part where you switched on me, bro.
What do you mean switched on you, man? I never did shit to you.
I told you they came and sought refuge under your channel and started dragging me, bro.
So because people that you don't like are on my channel, you took that personally?
Well, I came to you and asked you, why did you take my wrench when niggas on here telling you lies about me?
Man, I took a lot of motherfuckers' wrenches.
No, but
I took a lot of people's wrenches.
Listen, Teapot, you got people in wrenches in your chat calling my son a rapist, telling people I stole money from people. I came to you with the proof of it, showed it to you, asked you why you let these niggas play me like this. You said you can't control it, bruh. Instead of checking them niggas and saying that shit was foul, my nigga, you ain't see the shit.
Stop
That's
to it,
bruh.
And I put a stop to it.
No, bro, I stopped coming, fam. I stopped coming. That's the difference.
I put a stop to it. Not only did I address it, I put a stop to it.
Coming, my nigga.
I put a stop to all of that shit. I addressed you and I addressed that.
You know you can't control that chat box.
I put a stop to it.
So you can control the chat X? You know you can't. That's what you told me.
I put a stop to it, didn't I? I put a stop to it, didn't I?
Nigga, okay, so let me say
when the last time you see your name in my chat room? When the last time you seen your name in my chat room?
If I'd have kept coming, fam, you'd have told me you can't control your chat, bro. That's what you told me. That's why I stopped coming. I really.
Well, I did put a stop.
You're just.
I put a stop to it.
No, I just stopped coming, fam. It's all good though, bro. But I just need you to understand. When I came to you that day, I told you then you got niggas that's using you.
Yeah.
You didn't want to respect what I was telling you.
Well, maybe I
can't hear you.
X, you're Borgen. X, you're Borgen.
I can't hear you, bro.
X, you're Borgen. X, you're Borgen.
But I'm just saying, I know why
you
came
can
up.
do. You can stop.
I know why you came up here. You came up here because I was talking to a dude in the chat. And dude brought your name up, and I took a shot at you. So I know why you came up. Dude brought your name up.
Is there any way? Now I'm just asking.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can continue to take shots at me, man. I don't care about that shit. Do whatever you want, but I will say again. I will say again, this YouTube shit doesn't dictate my life. And I suggest you don't let it dictate yours either.
Shit, I know. Dude brought you up. Tell that nigga don't bring you up to me.
I mean, come on, man. I mean, y'all in this YouTube shit is crazy.
Hey, bro, I asked him for a debate. He brought you up, nigga. I told him I don't debate on your platform.
Oh, you mean you don't debate on my platform anymore? Anymore. There you go. Anymore. Don't leave the anymore out.
My daughter, nigga, fuck your platform, nigga. Fuck you. Remember I came and told you that. Remember I pulled up on you and told you that, nigga.
That's fine too.
Remember I came to your platform and told you that?
That's fine too. You can continue to try to connect me to the problems that you have with other people all you want, man.
Fuck you and your platform, nigga.
You can continue. You can continue to try to connect me with the problems you have with other people. But I say again, I issue you a challenge. If you got one piece of fucking audio of me talking shit about you, send it, Negro. Make sure you attach your Cash App to it too.
That's your challenge,
all right?
nigga. Yes, that's your ball.
I got the money to cover it. Name your price. Name your price.
But I got you.
Name your price. If you got a piece of tape If you got a piece of tape of me saying anything about you,
Hey,
your wife,
man,
your
man,
kid, your
we gotta do
mama,
better,
your
bro.
dog, send it.
We gotta do better
Send
than
it.
Do
I'll be
y'all
right.
ever?
waiting.
Do,
I'll
You
be
being
waiting.
intellectually dishonest.
Cash
do,
App ready.
You're being intellectually
All
dishonest.
right. And I'm on vacation right now. So you know what? I got money to burn. I'll
Crazy in your
send it.
saying it, nigga. You said it, nigga. That's my stance. Fuck your stance. My
Whatever.
stance, you got niggas with wrenches in your
Whatever.
saying it, and you
Whatever.
them, nigga. So
Mr.
you
Ethics, right?
now
You're Mr.
keep your
Ethics,
money, nigga.
right?
Keep your money,
You're
nigga.
Mr. Ethics, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Instead of having your name to be
You ain't gonna step
Goat,
on
your
me,
name
nigga.
should be Mr. Ethics, right?
You thought y'all was gonna play me, didn't you?
Your name should be
You
Mr.
thought
Ethics, right?
I'm still ethical,
Step
nigga.
on you.
Mm-hmm.
Man, ain't nobody ever did shit, man. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
I got the receipts for
You rich.
everything, bro. You play dumb. Either you
Well,
are dumb
so
or
send them.
either you
Send
are
them.
dumb, fam.
I
We already
told you what to do. I told you what to do.
right, but
I
you
told
came
you
up
what to do.
so I mean you came to holler at me, right? Is that all, is that
I
it?
ain't coming to holler at you, man. I came to get on my man BMT panel because I couldn't believe what I was hearing. All this
Oh,
ethic talk and all this moral talk and all this, y'all shouldn't be listening to these guys talk.
oh no,
Take your own damn advice. Quit listening to these people who you hate so much.
oh no, no,
Quit
no, no,
in,
no, no.
quit,
Oh,
quit
I
digesting their
never told. Hey,
content.
hold on,
problem, bro.
hold on. Hey,
Problem, bro.
hold on.
We got
Let me clarify that. I ain't never told them they can't go there. I never Jay, did you hear me say that? I never told them they can't go there. Anything.
Yeah,
I
but
said, hey,
everybody's up here bitching and moaning about other people's content. That's what's
oh no,
going
no,
on
no,
right
no,
now.
no. I didn't. I just said my question that I literally put up there,
because you
and,
think
and
dragging
even
down
Pastor,
this content because you hate your mama too, don't you?
no,
My mama dead, boy.
Content.
My mama dead.
It's
Can't
content.
say
hold on.
dead.
So
You
I
think
think
it's
so.
content.
I am
It's
getting
not
in this
content, nigga.
conversation. Let me fix that right now. I never attacked people's content. I didn't even say that. All I said is I asked a straight question. Does the manosphere do best being led by a woman? That had nothing to do with anybody's content.
Nobody
I didn't even
mentioned anybody. I'm sorry, I didn't remember you mentioning anybody's name.
nope,
You didn't
nope, nope,
say T
nope,
plus
not at all.
or whatever. You were speaking
I
in
didn't say
general,
nothing
so I
about
don't
that.
understand
I,
where.
Yeah, he was speaking in general because he a bitch. That's
I
why
Yeah,
we
didn't say
that's
gotta get
right.
him up here.
I
That's right.
never
I'm a
said
bitch.
about it. I
A
never said
bitch
that.
that can buy and sell your black ass nigga.
He was in the chat talking shit with the man that just brought your name up, bruh.
Motherfucker, you was
Name
just
up.
talking shit about
Yeah,
me in
I asked
BMT
you, right?
chat. What are you talking about?
Niggas can't
What
throw
are you
your name
talking
in
about?
front of me, bruh. Niggas try to throw your name in front of me like you somebody. Nigga, fuck Teapot and fuck you, nigga.
Yep, I ain't nobody. You know why I ain't nobody? Because I ain't nobody on fucking YouTube. And I don't come to fucking YouTube to be some fucking star, Negro.
Another man told me to email you for a conversation. So she might not know why you came up here. But I start dragging your ass because another man threw you in front of himself, nigga. That's why I brought your name up, because he did. But you ain't gonna check his bitch ass for bringing your name up, is you? You a
Do I
fuck
ever have your name in my mouth?
up, nigga. He
Do I
brought
ever have your name in my
No,
mouth?
no, hang on.
name up. Check your ass, nigga.
Let me get back. Let me get back to what I was. Okay, so X, you're saying I never brought up anybody's content. Y'all can go ahead and listen back to the 2 hours, and then go back. I never talked about anybody's content.
Yeah,
I
but
never
brother
talked about anybody.
BMT,
I
y'all
didn't
are
even name
talking
drop you.
about brother content. What else could y'all be talking about?
Oh,
Y'all
no,
not
no,
talking about
no,
the
no,
live because y'all don't know them. Y'all
no,
talking about what y'all see on YouTube, right?
no, no. See, here
So
you
what
missed
you
it.
talking about then?
Hold on. Yesterday, last night, somebody, and I even brought it up, and I got people up here that we just talked about it. We even been naming people that have either beat on women in this space, have doggone already attacked their mothers, or doggone been getting caught with doggone records of either sexual, rape, all kind of shit that has been showing up in this space
Mhm.
as of late. Now, If that's wrong for us
Yes.
calling it
On
out
YouTube, right? On YouTube.
in no no
On
not
YouTube.
in yeah on YouTube in this area, and if that's not if that's wrong for calling that out, then that's a problem. That's a problem.
No, I'm not saying it's wrong for calling it out. What I'm saying is this. If you don't like what a person puts up, if you don't like the videos they make,
Okay,
if you don't like the streams they do, why watch it?
So
Why
ignore
watch it?
pedophiles, right? Ignore the rapists and the
Why watch
pedophiles.
it?
Man.
Why watch it? If I see somebody doing content on freaking pedophiles, if I see pedophilic content, why am I sitting there digesting it just to come back to my damn platform and try to analyze it? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Right.
Shit
And
you
that's
don't like, you don't fucking get yourself involved with.
right. And that's exactly why I said
Shit you don't like to see, you don't put it on the television.
that's why I changed your
okay.
name
I
to
mean,
Black.
who
That's exactly
who
why.
puts who in this moral fucking position where you get to decide what other people can say and do, and who put you in that position?
The
Who
people who
put you in a position where you get to decide what's good, what's bad, who's a pedophile, who's a pervert, who's stupid, who's smart? What puts you in that position? What the fuck have you accomplished in your fucking life that gives you such the moral fucking high ground? I always hear people get up and talk this shit about helping black folks and doing this shit. When the last time you helped a black man pay his light bill? When the last time you gave a black man a ride? When the last time you gave a black man a job? When the last time you gave a black man a place to stay in your house? When the last time you went down there and fed a black man who was hungry? All right? A lot of motherfuckers up here who talk about all the shit they do on YouTube, and the only thing they've ever done for black
when the last
people
time you told a black
is
man he sound like a
start a
pedophile?
fucking YouTube channel. You know what, man? Let me tell you something. The last motherfucking thing I'm going to do is get into the whole pedophilic shit. You know why? Because it's all old news. It's all old news. I used to do pedophilic content years ago. Years ago. Years ago.
Saying you're gonna ignore it?
Well, I just
Years
well,
ago. I'm telling you, it's old news.
no,
It's
no,
old news. I got multiple videos about pedophilia, brother.
You see
Multiple.
a rapist and a pedophile, and you're gonna just ignore it. That's what you're telling me.
What you mean, see them? How am I going to see them? Oh, you mean see them on YouTube?
That was the
You mean
scenario.
see them on YouTube?
About seeing the channels, bro. That was the scenario.
Yes, you talking about on YouTube. If you think it's such a problem, if you think this man is such a pedophile, why you not calling the police? Why you not calling the local municipality where you think he live at and say, hey, this man is a fucking danger to children? Instead of getting on fucking YouTube and talking about it for 2 hours. Do something for real. You think they're a pedophile? Get on the phone. Get on the phone with the city that they live in and say X, Y, and Z. I think this man's a pedophile. You need to watch him. He may do something to children. Wouldn't that be more effective than making a fucking YouTube video?
Now, just letting it be known, BMT's crew, we actually did notify the police last night and also the other time.
Well, that's what you supposed. That's what you're supposed to do.
Here's the issue with that, though, man. Can I say something, man? Because this is the thing, man. That sounds great, but when you deal with this from my perspective and my level, what you see is 100 to 150 people co-signing a sex doll that looks like a 15-year-old. And so as you see this co-sign happening, you have to figure out now how to get the message out that this ain't cool. So what you talking about is trying to bring down somebody's channel. What I'm talking about is trying to change the mindset of people who think it's okay to look at not just a childlike sex doll, but a child, period. Maybe you're just a small fucking thinker. And I tried to deal with you one time on this directly, and you know it. I'm not dealing with no trying to get nobody locked up shit. I'm dealing with black men looking like goddamn out here.
Well, you must not think it's that serious then. You must not think it's that serious then.
You're not hearing me, nigga. How is it not that serious if niggas keep on doing it? Niggas keep on taking.
All you can do
I don't know these niggas, bro. Half these niggas
is make a fucking video, man. What are you really doing? What are you really? Activity has it ceased? Has it?
I don't know.
Has it ceased? Have you put a dent in it?
Somebody who you don't know.
Have you put a dent in it?
You can't.
Come on, man. You don't sit up here, y'all talk this shit about, oh, man, I'm bringing them to account. I'm dragging them across the carpet. I'm making them take accountability. No, the fuck you're not. You're making videos. You're making videos, man. That's what you're doing.
I know, bro. I'm doing media.
You think any video that you made stopped any fucking child from getting molested?
Videos. I'm not.
Huh?
I'm really trying to make real change, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like you might just be to you. It's just YouTube. I got you. But the things I do don't just matter on YouTube. I'm doing shit off of YouTube that coincides with what I'm doing. You can't live your life just on here doing this shit, doing what you doing, bro.
From YouTube, you doing things from YouTube. You wanna see what fucker? I tell you what, you come to the fucking Queen City and hang out with me and my fucking wife on a Saturday afternoon, nigga. YouTube videos, not YouTube content, not YouTube commentary, and a bunch of motherfuckers on the panel talking about, oh, we need to do this and we need to do that. Bullshit. What we need to do is do the real work instead of doing fucking videos and talking about how much great someone else's content is compared to someone else's. Come on.
I'm listening.
Come on.
So what's the real work? I'm listening. What's the real work?
Do it. The real work. Get out there and help black folks. Get out there and find the need. Get out there and talk to some of them people in fucking Tent City and find out how they got there. Get out there, give a bunch of black people a ride so they can go to the hospital, so they can go to vote, so they can go get some food. Pick some black people up. Take them fucking grocery shopping.
So you're just adding on more suggestions, right?
And do something that's going to enhance their fucking life. Because you know what? I talk to these YouTube. They don't give a shit about YouTube.
So
they don't.
The people here listening, are you telling me people aren't listening and taking this in? That's what you're saying? I mean, I do feed the homeless, bro.
That's shit about who's listening, man, and taking it in. I give a fuck about shit being done. I give a shit about shit being done for black people for real. That's what I care about.
But you don't think black people's mindset is in danger?
That's what I care about.
You don't think black people's mindset is in danger?
I care about that.
Bro, do you not hear?
I don't care about motherfucker. If you choose to listen to if you choose to listen to people who fuck with your mind, the problem ain't those people, man. The problem is you.
No,
the problem is you.
No, listen. You're not listening. Okay, so if we know people are going down the wrong path, you're telling me we're supposed to just let them go?
Nope. You ain't supposed to let them go, but you ain't supposed to make fucking YouTube videos and think you're helping them either. This ain't help, man. This ain't therapy.
If they're getting
the psychology office.
If they're getting the negative advice from YouTube videos, how do you offset it?
If people choose to listen to a particular person, a particular personality, whether that personality is big, small, or somewhere in the middle, guess what? That's something they're choosing to do. And you getting up on here being the anti of that message is not going to change that, brother. It's not going to change it.
Okay, but what it does at times, it snaps people back into a reality where sometimes it's a benefit to them. I'm not telling you every video is going to be a benefit to you, but what I am telling you is I've seen people say on the opposite side as well as on my side, I've been helped, I've been this, I've been that. So we're not going to pretend like YouTube ain't a useful resource for millions of people, bro. Millions.
For some people. But one thing about this YouTube shit, man. One thing about this YouTube shit is that whatever you're looking for, you can find it. If you're looking for entertainment, you can find it. If you're looking for comedy, you can find it. If you're looking for something to learn, you can find that too. If you're looking for beef, if you're looking for problems, if you're looking for drama, you can find all of that shit. So it's not so much about what a person does on YouTube. It's more so about what the people watching are looking for on YouTube, man. And guess what? I can't say this enough. If you don't like what a person is doing, you don't watch them. If they're not doing the shit that you seeking and searching for, you don't watch them. You don't watch them and say, oh man, you shouldn't be doing this. No, you shouldn't be watching it.
So you don't believe in cultivating a new environment?
I don't believe in trying to dictate what other people do.
But
Because if
again,
people are doing shit that's negative on YouTube, you know what I do? I don't watch them.
I think you should take that off the table, because I think we all know nobody can dictate what somebody else can do. The only thing you can do is say, okay, this is the problem, and this is why I think we should do this. What's wrong with saying that if we really want to build the community, especially within that's already? What I'm saying is this though, bro. The heat you got for doing videos and this and that, if you took that heat and applied that shit to them fuck boys who be in your chat, we'd have been fine, right? If you'd have told them bitch ass niggas that day when I pulled up on you, we'd have been perfectly fine. But see, now you got heat because it's the other side. We're not in agreement with the bullshit y'all do. So now you saying, oh, well, why do people care? Well, shit, why would you even have a platform then? You know you reach people with that platform. So why sit here and pretend like you don't, bro? You full of shit, man. That's crazy.
I reach the people who have interest in what I do, man.
No, bro, you reach people who never knew.
The people who not interested in the videos, they don't watch them. It's as simple as that. If you're not interested in content, that goes for everybody up here. It goes for everybody up here. The people who are not interested in your material, they don't watch it. At least they shouldn't, unless they hate watching. If they're not interested in your material, man, they don't watch your material. They don't.
We know, bro. We know hate watching.
I mean, I don't know how that's just so.
I mean, that's.
I don't know how that's so out of the question. I mean, I get it. I don't understand.
Motto: hate watching works if you can do it right.
Now watch this. Now, hold on. Now, I'm just. This is gonna be crazy. I'm gonna just use this woman. I hate saying it. If that was true, dudes would never give a shit with Tommy or Cynthia G do or any of these certain people on YouTube. They wouldn't still be making content about them. They would just say fuck them. But they do care. They do make content off of what minute they say something, they'll put up a video. So we got to understand that some people will just do that. Now, what I was talking about today, and we can't ignore that the disposition, because now we have it where even the FBI and different other studies are noticing that people are leaving from doggone cable television and coming to YouTube and social media and putting their ideologies on here and gaining followings. And so it's definitely, because this place is definitely under study. There's a reason why they now have to be more careful of what gets put out here. That's why they done changed up the chat room, because they've been finding grown adults going after children. People have been getting scammed. People have been getting influenced to do certain stuff. That's why they have to, like, we cannot pretend that digital media, especially in this day and age, can be used as a tool or a weapon, depending on who it's influencing. So in seeing that, we might have it where some people might want to bring certain relevance to medical, communal issues. Sometimes the best way for you to get out a certain kind of issue going on is through YouTube. But we're also seeing it where certain problematic stuff is popping up. Now, I literally brought up about doggone that literally, does the Manosphere do best being led by a woman? Or literally, hey, if I'm talking about lobbying issues, which that happened yesterday, remember that, Jay? Mm-hmm. But only thing that kept coming up was about women. The whole time we were talking about politics, it just kept coming back to women. And I'm like, holy fuck. Like, what the fuck is going on? Then after that, the other panel, mind you, I did another panel, and I was talking about the rules and engagement in the household between men and women who get served. Now, most of us men, that we're all us men in here, we don't really give a shit about that. We just, hey, whoever eats, eats. You know what I'm saying? Get your plate and go sit down, feed the kids, and we move about our business. Some people have an ideology of the past when we're not there anymore. We also have it going on that certain people, I brought women on the panel to talk about contraceptive rights. But mind you, I see a lot of people like talking about abortion. So I brought women around to talk about contraceptive rights and abortion and how they feel about having children, all that stuff. And they were the mixed racial culture up there. And the men were listening. So I didn't see that they didn't have a problem listening to the women up there. And I said, hey, the fellas, y'all can go up there. I'm going to take that money y'all give me, and I'm going to donate it to either a men's group or a women's shelter. Only a few brothers did that. But now, I can't lie, a lot more women were giving more money than the men. That was very interesting. They could have gave more money to the men's shelter, but the women were giving more money. We can't pretend that these spaces aren't being used. Now, I've used my platform, and I give it over there to. I passed out the information for talking about a school. I see you talking about medical stuff, about health, X. And I respect that. And I don't see the brothers like jumping on that. Yo, our health is important.
Right.
I passed on the task about a girl who gone missing. Me and him were the only ones that wanted to talk about that. And granted that some dudes were saying, yo, she's out there probably being a slut, a hoe, all kind of. I said, damn. Y'all, if this was y'all daughter or y'all baby or one of y'all would y'all want people to be dragging them?
I don't be fucking with X like that, bro. He know that shit, man. I only was fucking with him today because dude brought his name up. But like I said, man,
right. I gotta be real. X, somebody threw your name in the text. Somebody did throw your name in the text.
I don't fuck with that nigga like that, bro. And he know that shit, bro. The nigga works, so I don't fuck with him like that. But at the same time, after all that bullshit happened, bro, I keep my distance. Nigga brought his name up, so you know what I'm saying. Shit, this is me, nigga. Come on, bro.
But somebody did bring your name up. Somebody did bring your name up. X. I did, and that I think that's probably how it sparked off at. You know what I'm saying? Like I respect the men, but I also don't like the way it's going. For if we talk about us men doing and getting our shit together, that hey, let's be about that. But if it's something where y'all need a woman to lead you, then we might need to be taken off the table. How, man, let's lead the women, but you're getting led by women, or you're literally having to go to a woman to be led. I don't know. You might want to be talking about, and we've been having different men that have been coming up here and agreeing on that, and these are all content creators. So we know there's other men in the clouds that are also acknowledging this. So we can't say that this space has not been changing. We can't be saying that. We can't.
But look, see, here's the thing, though. So let me ask you this, though, man, because when you say it would be, or are you saying it would be better under, like, let's say, more women? Because the scenario the person gave, where 30% of the Manosphere is women content creators. Let's say 2 years from now, the Manosphere is 30% women content creators. Would it be the same?
Honestly, and I'm gonna say this. I don't think I would be lying to say that a woman cannot give a man valid information. You know what I'm saying? I believe good information can come from any direction. Jay gave me good information. You know what I'm saying? I've heard good information.
But how many times have people glazed over what I said? You said the exact same thing, and they're like, "Oh yeah." And I'm like, I just said that like 15 minutes ago.
And it's funny. I have that, and sometimes I do that purposely. Repeat what Jay just said, and then she'll start rolling her eyes because she said, "I just said that," but because it came out of the mouth of a woman, but only until Jay cams up and they start seeing cleavage, or they start, want to high fuck her. Or talk about, they'll say she's looks a certain type of way, but then they'll be in the DM talking about, can they get in and fuck her? And I'm like, damn, Jay, is it like that? But then she be showing me the DMs, and I'm like, well, damn, how the fuck they say they talk about your single mom and you're a dog and all this shit, but y'all talking about trying to get up in her guts? Like, what the fuck? I'm like, oh, y'all niggas are full of shit.
Jay of low value.
Let my
I've
body
had dudes come up here and say I was low value.
So
That's how you
That's
got
my
that
name.
nickname.
Jay of low value.
But that's one of the things I'm saying, though, man. It's because, see, to be honest, like I say, man, I think they value a woman's perspective in a woman's conversation. So that's why you see CNG put up the numbers she put. That's why you see Jessica. They don't honor the woman in a woman's space. But when you see, that's the issue, right? We're talking about a man's space. So I have a full acknowledgement and full 100% respect for women. I'm not one of these people who look at women like a problem. But when we're in a man's space, if we talk in man's conversation, women can only give their perspective on what we're supposed to kind of be understood on. So the foundation that we have as men is supposed to be different. That's why when I go to a conversation with women, I know I'm not 9 times out of 10, dog. They're gonna sound crazy. They generally do. We're not going to be in full agreement unless we're talking about something that's off of the gender conversation. But in regard to gender, which what the Manosphere conversation is generally supposed to be about, well, how can it be led by a woman?
But these are general conversations, though. We're not even talking
that's
about
what I'm
gender
talking
conversations.
about.
These be general conversations.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like, listen, man, this sometimes we as men have to just go off to ourselves and hash things out. We just have to. There's only but so far.
Male perspective. I mean, like I say, if you lose male perspective, you lose manosphere. It's just a sphere, which is fine. I'm perfectly fine with that. But just understand that then that is the model that I came in under. I created my own model of where men and women can come and speak equally, and there is no, women. I can't believe you letting a woman talk to you like that, this and that. Like, nigga, that's how women talk. That's the space I created. And so once the manosphere starts to move towards that direction, well, then that's just a sphere. You know what I'm saying? It's not about men's anything because they were too extreme as far as men go. They don't know how to do the just men. So, you know what I'm saying? Because for just being men, it was the extreme shit. Now we're on the complete opposite side of just being men because you now have women lead men conversations.
Well, to put it in perspective too, man, just look at the fact that, all these young men that are being raised without a father or a positive male role model that are now turning into a bunch of little soy boy beta bitches that don't know how to fucking stand up for themselves or anything and have to be coddled all the time.
I mean, but for these dudes here looking for some women, man. I mean, goddamn, but let's just be real, man. If we just keep it 100 and niggas was able to be like, because like I say, man, you don't have to go all out and do wild shit to get attention from women and this and that. If people just knew how to come to the space, still do their content, say what they gotta say, and not do the underhanded backbiting shit, because that's where the problem comes in when you add women to the mix. You get men that start acting like bitches.
So let me tell you. So we'll say that, and so we won't drop names. So we did a Patreon show, and Jay knows exactly where I'm going with this. And with the Patreon show, I went by an old connect to get in touch with some pimps and madams, and I said, there's a lot of dudes that want sexual gratification. They want submission. So the woman said, you know what? I'm going to give you a list of all these girls into a site. I tell these men to call these girls. You remember that, Jay? And send them to us. In 1 hour, I think they spent like $300, like over $300. Yep. Now, mind you, this is us hooking these men up with pussy. Now, these dudes were trying. We seen it where the dudes were trying to marry the whores. I mean, the workers or the women.
Sex workers.
They were the sex workers. They were trying to marry them. They were trying to talk about trying to take them home and all this stuff. And I'm like, well, listen, we're trying to help y'all. Whatever y'all got to fuck through or get through, we're trying to help y'all get that out of your system. So maybe then you can probably move on past that ladder. But it didn't get any better. It just got worse. It just got worse down the hill. Like, I'm like, okay. So it's not sex. It's something more deeper than that y'all are mentally not clicking in your head. Because I'm pretty sure all three of us up here have had our time in the sand where we done got our asses busted up. But we had to get over that. Even Day has gotten her ass busted up, and she's even talking about it. But what we're seeing is that some people are wanting to get their goddamn wounds licked, but they're not moving past that. So I don't know what more. That's what I'm saying. Like maybe y'all want that motherly comfort. You know, maybe that's what y'all want. Don't worry, I'm going to do the daddy one. I'm going to be maybe you want your daddy to come pick you up. I will be doing that tomorrow about maybe you want your daddy. But
Oh Jesus.
That's going to be a really good one tomorrow.
Oh
I
Jesus.
probably y'all might be.
Sweet
But
baby
we already
Jesus, come
know
save
y'all
us.
want y'all daddy. We know y'all want y'all daddy. We done seen how y'all act when y'all daddy starts speaking. Y'all got him at the tip of y'all tongue. So
bunch of them daddy issue girls at the landing strip.
So shit, we got a bunch of daddy issue boys here right now. So right now, it's like I said, man. A lot of these people ain't moving past that shit. You know what I'm saying? And
I really think a lot of it. It is a problem that it's a mental problem in a sense, but it's because there's not proper upbringing of children anymore. People are not teaching them the right shit. They're not teaching them, integrity and honor and honesty and worth and shit like that. It's all about what I can have right fucking now. I want it now.
Like I said, man. Like
the world don't value that shit, bro.
But why do they think? Why do they think that? Why do they think that the world has some type of respect? Like, come on, man. Where have you heard this much about submission in this space right here, dog?
Taz, you don't value those qualities in a man?
Nigga, what?
No, I'm saying like if a motherfucker, you know what I mean, a motherfucker that you want to fuck with, you don't value those qualities.
That nigga value those qualities in a man. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. Now listen, man. Those qualities evolve, but listen though, bro. Those qualities evolve as you grow, and so like understand that those things meant something different when I was younger, bro. And integrity meant not stealing nothing from the dope man,
right.
Not robbing. You know what I'm saying? Not robbing a nigga that's you know what I'm saying, supplying the pack. You know what I'm saying?
Don't fight the hand to feed you.
Like that meant something different than when you raising your kids. And so, like I say, I'm one that instilled those values in my children, and I'm just telling you those things have intrinsic value, but that's something I can look at and be proud of. But nobody else cares, fam.
Well, I get what you're saying, but I've done the same thing with my kids, instill those same values in them because I think they're.
I mean, look down there right now. Somebody down there says Taz is a whole bum. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, I just like sent my son $25. Like this, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
my grown son that can call me for anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like I would never, but see again, I would never view men as have given up on their kids. But a lot of us don't take, you know what I'm saying, the same stance I take as far as integrity, morals, principles, ethics. You goddamn right I'll fuck you over if you come fucking with me.
Right.
But I'm the person that's going out looking for that, bro. I'm not.
Well, I'm not either. I'm just saying that being someone that values that myself. If I don't see that in a man, I'm not even going to entertain having a discussion with him.
Hey, hold on, that right there, that's for me right there. These fake ass people with these fake ass accounts. It's just say integrity means selling fake pregnancy results, right? So check this out. So shit, what it was though, man, my nigga came to me and needed the shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't fake pregnancy test results. It was the other way around. He needed proof that quote unquote he didn't have a child support case or whatever. So shit, I don't understand why that wouldn't be integrity or ethical. My nigga needed that shit. I'm from the hood, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm different from y'all. I'm black first for real. So you know what I'm saying? Like, no, you can't, if you're dealing with somebody that you got to go and do everything right by according to the standards of America, sure. But if a black person needs, let's say, a high school diploma to get a job and they didn't earn one and you can make them one, you're not supposed to do that for them?
I'm with you on that, man. I get it.
Listen, I'm not here to put none of y'all in heaven or motherfucking hell. I think we done We used to do goddamn Friday nights. You ain't shit. All kind of stuff. We done been there, done all that shit. Honestly, I don't got no time for all that stuff. But honestly, that
But
between
you know what
you
though?
and me,
I
everybody
just
going
think we have different standards though, man, for how we can help people, brother. Like I say, man, to me, feeding the homeless is something that more of us should do. But I don't hold everybody to that standard, bro, just because I do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to put everybody in that box that they should do this or they should do that. You know what I'm saying? I have a different set of principles that I would live by than what I would expect somebody else to do. But I think if everybody got the same end goal, it should be good. I just don't think everybody had the same end goal, bro.
now. So let me say this. So let me show y'all this. So my cousin is a manager at a store. Now I needed the job, knowing damn well I wasn't qualified. However, she still put me on ahead of the list. I wasn't at the front of the list. She said, "Oh fuck that! Where's your kid?" That's cheating. She
Mhm.
took me and she put me at the head of the list, so that way I could get the job. I was not qualified. I ain't no
People do that all
motherfucking
the
thing.
time. Mediocre white men have been doing that for centuries.
Here's the thing. I get it. Some people gonna be looking like, "Oh man, BMT, how could you?" And other people, no, fuck that. She said, "You know what? I got you. I'm getting
You
you in."
still like to eat too?
Right, right. So you know what I'm saying? Understand this. I'm not gonna pretend like, listen, we live in a capitalistic cheating system. You got some way to get by. It's a dog eat dog world. Everybody better have a cheat code for something if you gonna make it up in the world. Like yeah, that's why I don't try to preach the more high ground. But god damn it, some things we have to call out. Like that's one where I do draw the line. Like some stuff got to be called out. Like some shit,
Yeah, bro.
if it's somewhere I know somebody is a detriment towards our society or doing some crazy fuck shit, or we're starting to see a path of some type of behavior. But no, don't worry, Trevor, we're gonna talk about the kids school thing. Even though I already know that's gonna probably be low views, the
Let
motherfuckers damn
me
sure don't give a shit about
right
pushing
quick.
school.
So let me call something out right quick, BMT. Can you share my screen? Let me
Okay,
show you how
good,
broken we are. Let me show you the
good, good.
broken mentality of people, bro. Let me show you something right quick, and then you know what I'm saying I relinquish it, bro. Let me just show y'all something right quick. So what you telling me is it's perfectly fine for Amazon to come on and sell diplomas and make money doing this type of shit. But when a black man do it, it's wrong. He'll be judged. You telling me that I shouldn't do this shit for somebody that I know that a white person go to
What the
Amazon and get it
fuck?
printed up, customized with all their info on it.
But
There's
you
all
know
kinds of
that's a bunch of
websites like that.
bullshit because it won't pass a background check. They're gonna do a background check.
It depends
So
on
it's
how
bullshit.
deep they want to dig in their background. So, because I've
Right.
used
Some
them
Yeah,
before.
people just want a high school diploma. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying it shouldn't be the worst thing in the world though. Amazon sells them. I was just doing this shit in the hood for my niggas 6, 7 years ago, and people try to make it sound like I was doing something detrimental to society. Well, I don't even do this anymore. Amazon does it. So go drag them.
And look, man, I was one of them guys that dropped out of high school when I was 18. Got a girl, I fucked up, got a girl pregnant. I wanted her to finish school. I had a baby I had to take care of, so I dropped out, went to work. Part of that was I had to have show them that I graduated high school. So what do you think I did? Even back in 99, 2000, I went online and ordered a fucking fake diploma.
yeah, you actually could do that. And I mean, I'm gonna be for real. Like I'm just that to me is not the greatest sin. Again, a lot of y'all parents, your mamas and your daddies dropped out of school, and they probably had a cousin or whoever take a stay at home equivalency test and filled it out for them and turned it in. I seen it at grandma's table, filled it in, but you knew damn well your grandma, whoever can't read but the Bible, turned it in and got a diploma. Knowing they cheated, but guess what? Jobs changed where they say, hey, you gotta have a diploma or you gotta have this if you want to go level up. It is what it is. I'm not losing sleep over that shit. I'm not the goddamn moral compass police. Y'all, I just do what I can on my end of the goddamn corner of this sector. I'm not trying listen. Y'all didn't hear me name drop people. Y'all didn't hear me bringing other people's shit. Like I said, if two men wanted to hash things out, I let them be men in the goddamn dog kennel. I just let them be men. I had somebody earlier today tell me I was doggone victimizing dead children. I was like, what the fuck? Like, when the hell did all this happen? But you know what? Honestly, I stopped giving a shit. I stopped caring. I said, yo, y'all gonna talk about me regardless of whatever the fuck I do. So I get it. I really do. You know what I'm saying? We done seen a lot of crazy shit happen in these spaces. But one thing that we can't turn a blind eye to is goddamn sexual offenders. Oh no, we can't be turning a blind eye to that shit. Y'all done lost y'all damn mind.
But B, you know, the truth is there's nothing wrong with both of you guys tackling it at different angles too, though. You know, you do it the way you do it and the way he does it. I mean, what he's doing is just as important, putting that shit out there and making people aware of it, and that is an issue.
Right. Now look, see, here's the thing about it. Like, like I said, y'all know me. Like, y'all know me. Like, I've been talking about this shit for a long ass time. And I gotta give a shout out to Taz and them. One of my time when I openly started talking, other than my platform, about my background, was on their background, was over there. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't the women that dragged me. It was the men. It was the men that dragged me and called me all kind of names. Granted, we have a high flux of sexual abuse of young men in the community.
Facts.
We have a high flux and nobody gives a shit when that happens to them. But then we're hearing about, hey, as long as they're the age of legal consent. And I'm like, whoa, where have I heard that talking point before? Where have I heard that before? So then I have to start wondering, damn, did I come back to the den of wolves again? Like, what the fuck? Like, hold up, bro. Like, where is these talking point? But then we can't say, well, I can't grow a conscience. But I'm like, well, shit, this is the same thing. You can't bend. Listen, I know some dudes that if they caught you coming around their cousin, their young cousin, they would fuck you up on sight. I am sorry. That is always just, listen, they caught your ass. That's one thing I could say about, yo, if I catch you fucking with my little cousin or any of her friends, I'm going to shoot you on sight.
I catch a motherfucker fucking with one of my daughters, I'm going to murder him.
Yep, listen, I ain't got no problem with that. I got no problem with that. We're not going to pretend like damn people like that are around it. But I'm sorry, man. I done seen some of these back chats on what some of these people be talking about, man. That's why I told my people, yo, we got to stay out the back chat. We can't stay in the back chat, man. They be putting some dark shit. That's why people got mad at me. That's why people start coming after my platform, right, Jay? Man, we started seeing some of that shit. They started attacking me. But I'm like, yo, what the fuck going on there?
Folks still come after your platform.
Yeah, they still do. But you can't listen, man. It's like you're not allowed to call out the bullshit. Like, I don't have a problem talking to the men. I don't have a problem talking to the women. But I mean, if listen, y'all tell me I can't call something out, then I don't know why the fuck we here on YouTube. I don't know why the fuck we here on YouTube. Because honestly, that's how a lot of y'all make y'all best coin. A lot of y'all make y'all best coin is by doggone calling shit out.
Hey, and straight up, Taz, you may be an asshole most of the time, but you do put out some pretty good content.
Oh, I know, bro. I know.
Well, I will get. Listen, you know what?
Shit, bro.
Do what?
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate
my uncle's addicted to My uncle's addicted to going to Taz's channel. I said, nigga, you got to come to my channel.
Hey, I swear to God, dude. Every time I feel like, being, really tested and seeing how much I can take before I crack, I come over to your channel and then I come back fucking limping back to BMT's channel saying like, God damn, them motherfuckers over there are nuts.
Yeah, they are. You like I said.
I don't even like doing panels no more, man. I can't control this shit, man. Because for real, man, this shit be out of place. So much shit be happening, man. And like I say, man, we real loose on here, man. So it's like, I don't think people should be covering up bullshit and what I'm saying, whatnot. Like it's a lot of fraudulent ass people around, man. So what I'm saying, like over in my area, man, they be trying to call out a lot of shit that's to happen in the spot. Because like I say, man, it's a lot of fake ass people. They be everywhere. This shit is full of fake people right now. I don't even know how I'm sitting here right now, not dragging all these fake ass motherfuckers down there. What up, Don Cato? What up, my nigga Don Cato? There's a lot of fake ass people here right now.
Like I said, y'all. Everybody has a cousin like Taz that just randomly comes in the house and starts screaming and
Hey,
holler.
hey man, BMT,
Fucking
man.
day, man.
I'm glad though, man. We squashed that little shit, man, and we good though, bro. Like I say, man, the shit with X, man, a lot of that shit really ain't nothing, man. But like I say, somebody mentioned his name, so you know what I'm saying.
Right. No, and I'm gonna call him and let him know. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm good with both brothers, and I feel like some for real, on God, y'all can hold me to this. The topic that we were talking on, that X name wasn't brought up in that shit. I don't want people to think, oh well, BMT. No,
Yeah,
half of
it wasn't about him. That's why I went on to say it, you know what I'm saying? That's why, because like for real, it wasn't. He know it wasn't about him. That nigga came up here to talk to me, but he know none of that shit wasn't about him, bro.
listen. Both of y'all are men. I fucks with y'all both. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you know what I'm saying. And I want it where we can talk about. Like I said, I'm good with a lot of brothers. But we definitely understand that. Listen, man.
But that is his position, though, man. I think that's where we just differentiate. And you know me, I don't like that shit. But that's his position, man. Where it's like, let people do what they're doing on their platform. But you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, well, damn, bro. But these are the same niggas who done ramped all these niggas up and created a whole bunch of men that hate women, and now they just throwing women in front of them. You know what I'm saying? This shit is weird, bro. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna say shit though.
I don't know that many. I don't know that many young brothers. I don't know that many men that I think you brought your child on. I know I bring my child on.
Who, me?
No. Well, yeah, you bring your child on also trailing. Like I don't know that many men. Like something like I'm gonna be for real, man. A lot of y'all are just ashamed of even talking about your own goddamn kids or even showcasing y'all kids.
Yeah, they
You're
are.
afraid. Y'all afraid that this space is gonna shame y'all, or y'all gonna. I never listen. That shit to me is corny. When people start attacking people's kids, I just don't get down with that.
Hey,
Maybe
man.
that, like, listen, Dave would say, no. As mad as I get, we don't attack kids.
Kids
We
are a
don't.
badge of honor, dude. Those
We
are my
don't.
fucking sex trophies.
Like y'all. But you know what? Honestly, in this
Sex
space,
trophies.
Yes, they're sex trophies.
Man, y'all be saying some wild, man. Don't say no more.
that's what they.
Those are the
man.
trophies I got. I was rewarded for what I did to my wife with those things.
Oh my God, man.
But you know what? But see, the thing about it, you know what I'm saying, and it seemed like we had this thing going on, man, where I don't, like I said, man, like, listen, how do y'all want to go out in history, man, for just having this type of vitriol, like y'all gonna have to move past that shit, man. Like y'all gonna have to. Listen, I don't have no malice. Like it's 2021, but also I understand a man got to be a man, and a woman got to be a woman, and like I'm not gonna stop doing what I do. Y'all don't want to fuck with me. Hey, I don't lose no fucking sleep. I don't lose no sleep. I've actually been gaining a whole different group. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely see the group that I thought was for what I'm trying to do, don't actually give a fuck about what we were trying to do. And the people I thought like that told me that they were bad, they've actually been supporting me. So we definitely started to see a shift, you know what I'm saying, like on who's supporting what and actually what they actually about, man. Like and it gotta be for real, man. The hate is real, bro. I had motherfuckers told me to walk out on my woman. Like, oh man, dang, BMD, you should get out. Jay was looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I said, dog, I think they want men to be alone or some shit and go get a bunch of dolls and shit. Like the fuck, like
Sex
you want me to give up? You want me to go get a sex doll and give up a natural pussy? Like the fuck is wrong with y'all? Like no, nigga. Like no, nigga, no. Like that
Hey,
just
bro.
I ain't gonna have no woman. Listen, bro, that's a woman. Women
Amen.
talk shit. That's always women have been talking shit since the dawn of time. You look at Eve. Eve was talking shit to Adam, dog.
I will be honest
Adam
with you.
just said, "Set your ass up, go to the other side of the garden, man." I don't hear that shit.
I didn't never got a sex doll, but I will be honest, man. When I was single before the wife, I just didn't want to fuck with women, so I went and got me a pocket pussy.
But I don't listen, nigga. I don't give a fuck about your pocket pussy thing. I've been overseas and seen them damn things. But listen, honestly, the shit about it is I don't see. Listen, the vitriol. Listen, I don't know about that one bitch that done fucked y'all over, that took your $200, that doggone ran the game on you. Oh fucking well. Oh well. We gonna have to move past that shit, bro. I mean,
Well, we did.
bro.
We did. I just had to. I had to fuck, man.
No,
I had to let him go for a while. Stay
no,
away.
no, no. Listen. It is what it is. But are you still on that shit, or you done started
Hell
the
no,
whole
man.
shit?
Hell no, dude. I got an old lady that'll take care of me even when it's Shark Week, bro.
Okay, so we got that shit going down. You know what I'm saying? I done heard go argue with his old lady on the goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? I his ass still ain't running out the house. I done shit. I can't tell him time I've been damn arguing with mine and damn get cursed out or damn argue on the platform. But shit is what it is, man. It just that's just come with the territory of
I
of
think
of a
people are looking. I think people are looking for a perfect relationship. You know,
that shit don't exist. That
and
shit don't
and
Hell
and
no,
that's
it
what, and
don't.
I think that's where the submission stuff and all of that BS comes into play. Like I think people are looking. I could tell you, I've been with my dude, like I said, about 2 years and about 2.5 years, a little less. I think we've had an actual argument once.
You guys live together?
Not technically, but he's here like most of the time. But
Well,
like I
man,
think we've had an argument like once,
because
and
I
it
think
was
that
like, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think honestly, when you're getting to know another person, that whole having your own space thing and being able to go to your own area, like away from each other, not just another room, but a whole nother space, is
Yeah,
important. You know, you got to have that time
okay, and
apart.
maybe that's why. But I'm saying that to say like what Joe is saying and what you're saying, like arguments are gonna happen. Like
They
even when
do.
you're dating or even when you're married, like it's. I think people have this thing that like you're always gonna agree on everything all the time. Like we don't like, and that's my point I'm making. We don't even live together, and we've had a couple arguments. Like it just
Dude,
happens.
some of the best rolls in the hay are after you have a good, nice argument. I'm just saying, sometimes I say something to the wife to piss her off just so I know, an hour later we're going to be rolling around.
comes with the territory, man. Listen, you can't say. Listen, you can't say. And listen, this is something that my old man told me. Women will submit to their man, but the man will submit to his household. And I said,
Facts.
what? I didn't get that. But now, and I'm older now, as a man, I submit to what my household needs. My household needs money, food, protection, shelter. That's my job as a fucking man. But when I hear men say, well, I'm not submitting to shit, then fuck, then why are you going to ask your household to want to submit to you? And you can't be the king if you ain't going to serve your people.
Bro,
But
that
you just heard Tad just said his son needed $25. What kind? He said, yo, here you go about the business. That's being a king. That's being a man.
dude,
If
submitting to the household could be as simple as going on that lame ass family trip your kids want to go on
been
that
there,
you know that you don't want to go on because you'd rather be in a boat fishing away from everybody.
been there, done that shit. I can't tell how many times she done talk to me to walk out the house, turn off the goddamn camera, and listen, nigga, get your ass off of YouTube, come
Right.
outside, family time. And I don't want to go, but shit, hey, I got a
How
whole
many
house
times
of
have you had to
witness.
go buy pad? How many times have you had to go buy pads or tampons or whatever? Like
Every
Shit,
other fucking month.
shit, shit. Listen,
I'm
I
just
got
saying,
that.
like that's. I literally got into an argument with a dude. That's like, oh, I ain't buying no pads. That's that feminine shit. Like, what?
It's just a
Huh?
woman's
That's not,
diaper.
that's not feminine shit. That just called, hey, it's just called household duties, man. Like it ain't
Right.
even that fucking big of a
Like, I
deal.
guess he felt that his masculinity was gonna be taken if he bought her pads, and he had
Okay, so
daughters.
Don't get me
okay,
wrong, man. It does feel weird standing in that aisle of a never-ending line of fucking shit you don't understand what it is, trying to figure out which one it is she told you to get.
listen, shout out to Miss Veronica at Dollar General. Cause she already know when I be showing up there and I point at the aisle, she already know what to go find me. And I say, hey, it's that time, and I point at the aisle. She knows exactly where. But see, I don't mind asking for help. If I don't know, I don't mind asking. Again, I'm not saying, fellas, I want you to understand. I'm not saying that a man cannot go to a woman for some type of form of guidance. It does not make you weak. Does not. Does not make you look. It does not make you look weak. Going to a
Right.
woman and saying, "Hey, I don't understand this. I've done you. I don't mind that." Sometimes women have really good advice, and the men are just that stupid. I'm sorry. I literally brought up a point. Y'all talk about getting laws passed and lobby. You don't think you ain't gonna need your woman to get some of that shit passed? You don't think you ain't gonna need to work with the women to cooperate with them? Oh, we
And that
don't have
was
to
my
do it
point
without them.
yesterday. Like when
Good luck.
BLM was brought up, and folks kept saying, "Oh, well, it's ran by the LGBT," and I'm like, "But what does that have to do with anything? Like, shouldn't they're getting stuff passed? They're getting stuff to the legislature. They're getting bills up at least for somebody to look at. So why do they? It's like I feel like they're so focused on, oh, it's run by some lesbians. Like, huh? Like these same lesbians that y'all talk so ill about are marching for y'all. Like I don't understand. I don't understand the vitriol.
You know, B, I know when I first started coming on these platforms, you know that I didn't understand the whole submission thing from women to men. You know, I didn't understand that fully. You know, but now, you know, a couple, 2-3 months in, sitting around actually listening to what people say, I understand exactly what's being said on that now. You know,
Do you enjoy that trailer now that you starting to come around the goddamn cookout? You starting like, what the fuck?
He said, "Come
oh,
around."
dude, I found out all kinds of shit. Now you guys are just going to have to try some of my fried taters and onions, man, and my grilled yardbird. Because, dude,
Mom, it ain't no coleslaw. I don't eat that coleslaw shit.
Why? I love
dude,
coleslaw.
I'm gonna tell you what, I cook and barbecue like I got an 80-year-old black man living inside of me.
Coleslaw is the devil. Y'all can shit. I ain't never eat no fucking coleslaw a day in my life.
Is it feminine, Joe, to eat coleslaw?
But it's the devil.
I love coleslaw.
Hold on. Is that how you catch the gay?
You know, you about to get banned off my panel for that shit.
You done caught the gay for eating coleslaw.
Yep, you're right about that, Doug. I've been in the doghouse so many motherfucking times, boy. I can tell you that right now. I definitely been in the doghouse. Shit, y'all done seen that. So,
no, I'm getting ready to build a new one out back.
Oh, I done been on that couch plenty of times. I done been in the doghouse. Shit, hey, it is what it is, man.
Joe, and apparently, if you go to get pussy pads, you failed her shit test. Apparently.
Oh, what? Well, like I said, hey, I own my fucker. I own mine.
So, apparently, I told you. I guess it just makes you a. I'm not obsessed with it, Kevin. You see, it's a talking point. You see how emotional y'all get when I say it. So you proved my point.
It really is one of them things, man, that even the first time I was asked, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't know nothing about that shit.
Don't worry. They if you want, I can have a panel and you can sit down with them. And
no, I don't want people discussing the difference between
that's the thing. There's many reasons why a man would. Maybe a lot of times she might have real bad cramps, or if it's just right after she had your fucking kid, or what, or maybe you was going to the store anyway. Like, why am I going to go to the store? You're going to already go to Walmart.
That's called a hand job or a blow job.
Yep. You know what the best cure for my wife's cramps is a heating pad and some Reese cups.
Just get a hand job or a blow job and call it a day, or just go beat your meat and call it a night. It ain't that damn sorry. I ain't spending no fucking $65 for some artificial shit. I can wait. I'm not hurting. Shit. Thank you, Jesus, for that. I got my.
You see, I just said it. I've been talking about that for all of 30 seconds, and you just got like 3 comments. Oh, where you buying pads? You see how emotional folks got over some damn pads. Look at that.
Well, actually, pads are really nice to have in your med kit for your own personal trauma kit that you should have anyhow, man, because they soak up blood.
They absorb. They do absorb very well. So there's
the tampon is great for a bloody nose.
Interesting. I could see how that. Yeah, I could see how that would work.
I actually, believe it or not, when we was overseas, it actually the tampon. If you got shot, you
stick it in the bowl.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Fills it up really quick.
So the medics in the field had tampons?
A few of ours did.
Would you put the tampon in it and then cover it with Quick Clot?
They would take it, put the spray in it, and soak it up, and then cock it up, and boom. Shit.
Now, since you were in the military, is there truth to being able to use gunpowder to clot up a wound?
That's an old dog trick. That's pretty much a quick. Gunpowder seals up shit fast. It's fast sealing. So yeah, it actually is not a myth. It's actually something real. But it is very painful. You are
I
literally
believe it.
you're causing something of a chemical compound to explode on you. Sometimes it can do damage or cause you to go into shock. So hey, yeah, be careful with that. It can be done. We see somebody try it. You know what I'm saying? But hey, be prepared. It will hurt like a bitch.
Yeah, because you pour it on it and then set it on fire, right?
Yes.
Don't do
Basically, you cauterize the wound.
Yep. So other than that, I'm pretty sure we have some talking points. I will be probably doing another gym video tonight, possibly. Um, I'll be doing another gym video. Like I said, you guys, I'm not pocket watching what y'all do. I really don't care, but hey, I got women that come on my panel and shit. Who knows? I am willing to bet. I am willing to bet there are some people that want to do videos off of what we just talked
Don't
about.
they always?
Don't they all? Yes, they always. They always. And I like, you know what?
I'm
Honestly,
sure there's gonna be a think piece about buying pads.
but you know what? Honestly, that just lets you know y'all think about us. And I'm
Yep.
very.
Yes.
That just lets you know what y'all think about us. And we thank y'all over here.
There'll probably be a think piece on why BMT lets me on his panel.
Yeah. Oh, we ready. I've been had that one. Listen, I've been had that one. That bitch, shit. They don't think we done been.
Why is BMT letting white men and bitter feminists on his panel?
Listen, if I am not a unicorn by now in this space, I don't know. I'm before it was letting the gays on, then letting feminists on, then after that just letting
Letting anyone on.
Yeah.
The man, the pan, and the woman.
Once he let the white dude on, it all went to shit.
For a while. That went on for a while. Like we had predators. We had you know what? Honestly, I could say we've had a good 5 fucking years. And you know what? Who the fuck knows what else are we going to do?
Bro, I wish I would have met you guys back then, man, and been able to watch you grow.
Oh, you would have been on some wild adventures with us. You would have been on some wild adventures with us. And so I'm happy because every time I always sit down with a goddamn shot of whiskey in a black and I say, what else can we do to top what we do? And I look at the family and I look at the crew and I say, you know what? Who the fuck knows? From lawyers pulling out their titties to people trying to doggone jerk off and do all kind of crazy
Say
shit.
what?
Goddamn T-boys and all kind of shit. They all have come through BMT to doggone find their way. To goddamn fat women getting married.
Let's prank call all our haters one night.
Listen, that would be a whole goddamn season of trying to prank call. Hell, we had the goddamn Xbox incels damn troll us for a whole goddamn month. Those are real trolls. The Xbox incels, they will call you all goddamn night. Goddamn, they don't give a fuck. Lord, please don't talk about goddamn fucking Marvel. Those motherfuckers don't got no. All they will do is harass you.
Yeah, because they're super woke on that comic shit, dude.
Yeah, they are really woke on that comic shit, and they're very sensitive when you talk about comics and sex dolls. Those motherfuckers will attack you without.
Yeah, they will.
No, I leave them the fuck alone. I don't even bother them. I don't try to tell them their shit. I let them own that.
I wanted to go to Comic-Con one time. Went down to Indianapolis, saw all the weirdos turn and went the other way.
So, like I said, other than that, you guys, we thank y'all. My co-host Triller, that he thanks y'all also.
Always, man. I love getting on here and rapping with you, bro.
I'm surprised you. I thought you were gonna jump on those. I think there was another panel that I thought you were gonna jump on.
I was on Platts this morning for a little bit.
Yeah, I had other stuff I had to do. So
yeah,
I was like, all right, y'all can have that. Like, I got this.
Hey, when you end this, hang back for a minute.
All right, but other than that, you guys, we'll see you guys later. We thank y'all. Please put in your likes, your dislikes, your discrepancies, your hate, your hateful comments. We appreciate it all. May Mother Manosphere be with you and bless you. By the powers invested in me, you know what I'm saying? The Father, the Mother, and the goddamn ghost.
May the fork stay with you.
Amen. Amen.